What's up, y'all? Welcome to Gold Dirty Bastards, episode motherfucking 53. Last week we had Patrick Willis. Tonight we're on episode Navarro Bowman. Not much of a drop off there. Pretty much the same deal. Episode 53. If you're first time tuning in, we're going to talk a little bit of everything tonight. We talk a little bit of NFL, a little bit of NBA, a little bit of boxing. We got a big match coming up between Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter. We talked about it a couple weeks back. We talk a little more about it. Make some picks again, see if anybody's changed their tune or if they're sticking with their guns. We also got some news today. Canelo going to Cruiserweight, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. Giants manager Gabe Kapler, manager of the year. We'll talk a little bit about that. Congratulate that dude. Spiderman No Way Home trailer. We're going to talk that. And we're definitely going to talk Niners demolishing the Rams and Warriors taking care of the Nets tonight, going to 12-2. We're going to get all into all that in detail in a few minutes here. I'll be joined by a couple of my comrades in a few minutes. Here. Yo, Bob Money, I see you tuned in. You got to get at us on IG or Twitter and send us your address. We can get you that little care package because you're loyal to us and you fuck with us. And we couldn't really find a way to give out the giveaway because we couldn't see who was our 100th subscriber because of if you're private on YouTube, then it won't go through. So definitely get us your address and we'll send you a little care package. Gold Dirty Bastards face mask. We got that Niner Gang t-shirt and a couple other things, some stickers probably. So yeah, get at us and we'll take care of you. And if it's your first time tuning in, make sure you give a like and subscribe. Like I said, we talk a little bit of everything here. Football, NFL, NBA, MLB even a little bit. Some hip-hop, TV shows, streaming shit, Marvel Universe, that kind of shit. Good shows, Ozark, all that kind of stuff. The Wu-Tang show. Bob Money says, I just watched, man. It's all good. Keep the care package. All right, man. All right. For sure. Let's see. Well, while I wait for the rest of them to come, we're gonna get to the Niners in detail. I'm just gonna do a quick NFL rundown here of Week 10. Start with the let's see. Let's go back to Week 10. We're on 11 here. Lackluster game Thursday. Dolphins and Ravens. Dolphins pull the big upset, 22-10. Dropping the Ravens to 6-3. That's the problem I got with the Ravens is they're a little bit unpredictable this year. You never know what Lamar you're gonna get. You never know what defense you're gonna get. Some nights they look like they can bring it back to the old school Ravens defense, but other nights they're getting shredded left and right, shredded up like cheese. So I think I picked them. I think I took them to win the AFC. The whole AFC in general is pretty much up in the air. Not too many dominant teams this season, especially. Another game, Falcons. This was definitely lackluster, ass whooping. As much as I hate to say it, Cowboys are looking pretty strong. They defeated the Falcons 43-3 on Sunday. That was Prescott went off. Everybody went off. CD went off. CD Lamb. Just Falcons. They're living up to their 4-5 record. Saints and Titans was a good one. Saints got the 23-21 victory. Going to 8-2 is the Tennessee Titans, and they're looking like a real force in the AFC, even without Derrick Henry. Vrabel's coaching them up a little bit. He's got them playing amped up. They're physical. You could tell they don't have the horses on defense yet. They still need a couple more players, but they're a team to watch out if they ever get that defense going, because their offense is nasty. When healthy, they got Derrick Henry. Now they added AP. He's filling in with Jeremy McNichols. And you got the two bigs on the outside, Julio Jones and Antonio Brown. So they could be a matchup nightmare for anybody, just because not too many people have tall corners that have the speed to hang with A.J. Brown and Julio Jones on the outside. So they're a team to watch out for in the AFC as well. Let's see. What the fuck else we got? We got another comment here. Okay, Bob Money Says, you still think we have a chance to make the playoffs? Yeah, I was looking at it, and we're only a half game back from the Carolina Panthers, who just got Cam Newton back. He had a pretty good week. He had 2 TDs, one rushing, one passing. They defeated the who the fuck did they beat? Oh, they beat the Cardinals, but that was with McCoy. That's what we should have done. They beat the Cardinals 34-10. Pretty much took it to them. Held the Cardinals scoreless in the first half, and only gave up 10 in the second. So that defense is playing to their potential right now. Here we go. We got Big Leo. Let me get him in here. What's up, Big Leo? We're just we're live. We're going through the. I was just doing a little NFL Week 10 breakdown before we get into we get into our Niners and everything. That was the end of the week anyway, so we could cap it with that. That was the Monday night game. Right now, I was just talking about the Panthers' impressive win against the Arizona Cardinals. Even though it was McCoy, they did what we should have done. Mm-hmm. They smashed them. Carolina's defense is looking pretty damn nasty. They're starting to come together. They're led by Cam. Even though he didn't start, the 2 TDs were crucial for them. Yeah, coming in, and you've seen they had videos of him on the sideline getting everybody hyped up. Yeah, so hyped up, It's just crazy to see what one quarterback, how much of a franchise quarterback can make a difference. Even though he's in the twilight of his career, he's still getting the dudes all hyped up. And Christian McCaffrey had 95 yards, no TDs.
I was about to say, yeah, he's back. That makes.
And then Hubbard got a little bit of experience behind him now, and now that he's had some experience of starting, he had 9 carries for 27 yards. So that's going to be a little bit of a 2-headed monster all season long. And then Cam is like a damn near a fullback when he's carrying it. Cardinals couldn't get much going. I'm looking here, and it says James Conner had 39 yards and 1 TD. That's crazy because he looked like fucking Earl Campbell against us. But
he looked like fucking Barry Sanders and trucking foods and gaining 30-yard yards and shit. So
George and shit.
Colt McCoy actually looked like Colt McCoy. He didn't look like fucking Joe Montana out there. It just shows that every team.
It makes that loss even more bitter because it's like, dude, Carolina handle these dudes. Carolina's a half game ahead of us. So Bob Money was asking if I think the Niners have a chance. And looking at the schedule, definitely, we got some.
You got to take advantage of that. Yeah, you got to take advantage of this. Yeah,
we'll get into it. Okay, let's finish the rundown. We always get sidetracked with our Niners, but that's that's how much we love our team. Let's see here, Jags and Colts. Nothing really to talk about here. Colts win 23-17. Colts go to 5-5. Jaguars go to 2-7. Colts quietly could be in the AFC playoff hunt. They had a slow start, but Wentz has kind of come on. Let me take a look at the box score here.
The running back Taylor is having a spectacular year. Michael Pittman Jr. He's looking like a solid receiver.
We could have fucking had him. That's another one.
He did it big. Yeah, he did it big against us, and he's also he was a solid pickup for fantasy. There's some couple leagues I was in. He was still available, so I had to snatch him real quick. But the Colts are looking at. They can make some noise. I don't know defensively, they're there, but offensively, they get you some points.
Wentz. The problem is, you never know what Wentz you're gonna get. It's the same thing like with Lamar, kind of. He could be pretty damn lights out. I mean, he's not as explosive as Lamar, but he can do some things. He can do some things definitely when he's healthy. I'm getting all this noise from.
All right. I was about to say, let me know because I moved from the garage to the laundry room now. So
I was getting like some pop-up ad bullshit from the ESPN.
All right. Let me know if my internet is good too.
For sure. Let me pull this NFL shit back up. Full scoreboard.
But I honestly think I think the Niners can make some noise.
For sure.
Just gotta win. You gotta take,
Yep. Another game. They were both no, they weren't 5-5. Patriots and Browns. Patriots destroyed the Browns 45-7. Browns dropped to 5-5. Pats go to 6-4. What are your impressions of Mac Jones? Because I've been arguing with a lot of people online about this guy. I want to get your
I
take
mean,
first. What do you feel
I mean,
like?
like, well,
You think he's the best rookie of the year? I mean, he's rookie of the year, or as far as
I wouldn't say
quarterbacks, he's
that.
the best quarterback.
I mean, I think the only thing about Mac Jones is I mean, we all heard it right before he got drafted that he was the most NFL QB ready, and it shows. He went to a good ass head coach, Belichick. Often, and he has a solid little um offense lineup. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Bourne. I think he got like a touchdown or something like that. Also, they got that running back Stevenson, and then that's what Belichick does. He plays these guys. They got like 5, 6 different running backs. But I mean, any of these guys could give you over 100 yards. Also, they got the 2 tight ends. They got
Yep.
and that makes it a little easier for Mac Jones. You don't have to throw it deep, so you can, he has that good offensive weapons for him. So I mean, it shows that he's the most QB ready that came out of college. I'll give you that. I mean, rookie of the year,
I,
I'm
I
not
would give it to
sure.
Chase personally.
I
Jamar
would say
Chase.
Jamar Chase and another cat.
Parsons has been
That's
pretty.
yeah, it
He'll
was
get defensive. Parsons is
Mika
gonna get
Parsons.
defensive.
Yeah.
He's getting defensive. I'm
So
pretty
yeah.
sure he got that locked down unless he
Mm-hmm.
gets hurt.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
So.
so my take on Mac Jones is he's good for a rookie. He has a lower ceiling than the rest of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
He went into the perfect situation. I think it's unfair to really judge him in comparison to these other cats. He going to Belichick, who's known to produce many QBs. Matt Castle had 11 wins with his team. Let's not forget about that. Jimmy G looked like the next Tom Brady when he was there. He got 2 big wins. Was putting a better number than Mac Jones
Mm-hmm.
in his 2 starts in New England Patriots uniform. Uh, so I just feel like it's a QB friendly system. It's not all Belichick. It's McDaniels as well, but they don't ask him to do much. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's little dump downs, 5-10 yards,
Yeah.
and he has made some good throws, 20-yard throws. He had one against the Browns this week.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but overall, I think like Justin Fields and Trey Lance definitely have more of a ceiling, more potential. They might not be ready to go, but I mean,
Yeah.
look at Patrick Mahomes. He came in, he was wild. He was throwing it all over the place, but he had the arm talent, and he's been able
Yeah.
to capitalize on his talents. And I feel that Trey Lance
Yeah.
and Justin Fields are going to be. You see Justin Fields' arm talent already. We're not seeing it from Lance because he's not playing, but
Mm-hmm.
Justin Fields has some fucking. He could put some nice touch on the ball. That last game you seen it against the Steelers. I know you mentioned that he struggled first half. I didn't see the first half. I seen the fourth quarter, and he was going off fourth quarter. So I just feel like my argument is if you put Justin Fields in New England, he's gonna look way better. He's gonna look really good too. And if you put Mac Jones on the Bears, on the Jaguars, on the what's the other goddamn team, the Jets, he gonna drop
I was
down
about
a
to say
lot.
too.
So I think he went to
Yeah.
the perfect
I mean, it also
situation.
helps that
But people need to pump the
division too.
brakes
Yeah.
because they're talking about he's Brady this, he's the next Brady, and
Nah.
I think more of the credit should be going to
Nah.
Belichick.
Yeah.
That's where it should be
Yeah.
going
Yeah. Exactly.
because Mac Jones has
Yeah.
only put up 300 yards 2
Exactly.
times this season. I think this game he only had 198 yards and they put up 45 points. So the team is built
Yeah.
around him and is very strong. They got a solid defense. They got the 2 tight
Mm-hmm.
ends who we know Bill Belichick loves 2 tight ends. I think they won a Super Bowl with the murderer Aaron Hernandez and big old Grunk. So he definitely knows how to
Yeah.
use 2 tight end sets. And Hunter Henry's been the one that's benefiting the most. He's been going off. And if you play fantasy football, you know Hunter Henry was all solid with the Chargers, and now it seems like the Patriots are using him even more. So if you have Hunter Henry in fantasy, you're doing all right. I got him in a couple leagues, even though I suck in all my leagues this year. Hunter Henry was a good pickup in a couple of these leagues. Anyway, I just wanted to touch on that because I'm getting a lot of hype on Facebook, on Instagram. Mac Jones this, Mac Jones that. I think it's a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
Republicans getting all hype because he's fucking Republican Brady type
I mean, he
dude.
did throw three touchdowns. So I mean, That's a good stat right
But I
there.
mean, if you put
Hun-
Fields on that team, you don't think he's gonna be doing good as well? I think that
it could happen.
Belichick will
Yeah.
definitely tailor the offense to him. And that's what I'm saying. It's not like Mac Jones is doing no Dan Marino type of numbers.
Hmm.
He averages, I
He's
think,
giving us.
233 yards per game. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jimmy in his 2 starts had better average than Mac Jones. So I'm just saying, pump the brakes. It's a QB factory up there. You know, they're perfect for system QBs in New England. So
Yeah.
that's just my take on it. I know everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, this guy don't know what he's talking about." I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Talk to me in 2 years when you see that Mac Jones is already at near the peak of his ceiling, in my opinion. And
Hmm.
because what's he gonna get better at? He's already pretty accurate. He's pretty decent at making reads, but he can't make the deep throws, and that's never gonna happen. He doesn't have the arm. You can't train that. That don't happen. You see the problem with Jimmy G. He can't make the deep throws. He's good intermediate. 15, 20 yards, 10 to 20 yards, 20, 25 is stretching it. So I see him as a little bit of similar mold, a little bit more
Yeah.
accurate than Jimmy though. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying as far as ceiling goes. The ceiling on Trey Lance is way high. The ceiling on Justin Fields is way high. Even Trevor Lawrence has a little bit of a better ceiling. It's just that they're in weird, not very good places. Jacksonville, New York Jets, and Chicago Bears. Not those are the places quarterbacks go to die. It's the quarterback graveyard. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. But I'll go on record and say that I feel Justin Fields will be the best of the bunch when it's all said and done. I'll stick by my
Yep.
guns.
Okay. Yeah.
Even I think he'll turn around. He'll help to turn around that. It's gonna take a couple years though. He'll help turn around that franchise.
Oh
Bills.
yeah.
Speaking of Jets, Bills blow out Jets 45-17. Bills go to 6-3. One game behind, one game ahead of the Patriots in the AFC East. But that's going to be a close race. I believe I said the Patriots would come through and take that division, but it's getting close. They're going to have to face each other one more time. One more time, I believe. And the dust is going to settle. We're going to see what's what in that one. But, Bills took care of business against the Jets. Josh
Hmm.
Allen, 45-17. There's not much to talk about here. It's the Jets. And I believe Mike White played. The only Jets news I did want to cover real quick
Through
is
4 picks,
Rex
right?
Ryan. Rex Ryan beefing with
Your boy
Robert
Robert
Saleh.
Sala.
You heard about that
Yeah.
one?
I seen it earlier today, but I didn't know exactly why.
Basically, they were comparing him, Rex Ryan, to Saleh, and Ryan was just like, "Man, don't compare me to that dude." And then Saleh fired back today and was just like, basically, if it's personal, he knows where to find me or some shit like that. But I agree with Rex. Rex is a much more established. I mean, it's Saleh's first go at
Head
head
coach.
coach. But if you're looking
Yeah.
at defensive coordinator, it's not even comparison. Rex did it for longer, did it better, I believe. I'm with Rex on this. They shouldn't be comparing. It shouldn't be in the same sentence. Rex took the Jets to what, two or three AFC Championship games
That's when they had
with
LT.
Mark
That's
Sanchez. Yeah, with Mark
LT.
Sanchez.
But you had LT. You had Revis. You had a sick ass squad. That Jet squad was nice. I mean, even though
But yeah, Mark
they had.
Sanchez.
There was that year they had Brett Favre, if I remember, and I remember the Niners whooped their ass. I remember that was a year, but yeah, I mean, yeah, they
I'll
were
take
just
Rex any day over Robert Saleh. I'm not big on Saleh. I never have been. I always felt he's good for rah rah, but when it comes to X's and O's, I don't think he's that legit. When it comes to making adjustments, second half.
still too early.
But I'm just saying
Gotta see
as
what
a
he does.
49ers defense coordinator, when it came to
Oh,
making
okay.
adjustments second half or whatever, he left that dude against the fucking Dolphins and he got fucking burnt like
Yeah.
3 or 4 times. Still left him out
Mm-hmm.
there. Didn't learn his lesson. Didn't give him any help over the top. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the biggest solid dude. I think he's good. Like I would see him as a good college coach, good rah rah kind of guy. But when it comes to X's and O's, I don't know if that's his strength. Let's just say that. Even in the Super Bowl, you've seen it a little bit. There should have been way better coverage on Tyreek Hill. You know that's where the
Yeah.
ball's going on that play.
Yeah. The Wasp play.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll ride with Rex on this one.
All right.
I like Rex. Rex is fucking sav. He brings the heat. He's an old school type of coordinator type dude. We had a fucking tie. We had a fucking tie on Sunday. Lions and Steelers. Steelers without Ben Roethlisberger. But that's no excuse to tie with the Lions.
Yeah.
16-16. 0-8. 0-8-1.
Nobody wanted to win. Nobody wanted to win.
They didn't want to fucking win.
Nobody wanted to win.
0-8-1 Lions.
Well, yeah. I mean, at least the Lions won't go 0-16, 0-17. So
yeah, that's a positive for them.
It's a positive.
That fucking coach is a joke too. That dude's a fucking weirdo.
Campbell.
Yeah. Steelers 5-3-1. Roethlisberger didn't play, so they do got that excuse. But I mean, you still could. You got Najee. You should have just pounded him out with that. Let's see, what did Najee get? Let's see how many carries this dude got.
Yeah, good game.
Najee Harris, 26 carries, 105 yards. So I mean, he had a decent game. I'm sure he had some receiving yards too.
Yeah, good game.
4 receptions, 28 yards. So yeah, he had 130.
130.
Yeah,
total yards.
Over 130 total yards.
So
he did his part.
Total yards.
No receiver in the hundreds. Deontay Johnson, 7 receptions, 83 yards. But Mason Rudolph was quarterbacking, so I mean, they took an L of the Lions. Enough said. Enough said with that shit. Buccaneers upset by the Washington
that was an
football
upset right
fuckheads, 29-19. The team with no name comes through in the clutch. Heineken comes through again. Beer style.
Brady with 2 picks, I believe.
Yeah, Brady looked bad. Yeah. But this is a team like games. On paper, the Washington, whatever you want to call them. Beginning of the season, I thought they were going to be fucking good because last year's momentum, second half of the season, their defense was lights out. I picked them pretty high in all my fantasy leagues, and that's been fucking me over too. I never could get a defense. I don't know. There's no real explanation as to what happened with that. There wasn't really too many injuries. Yeah. It was just like, what the fuck happened to you guys?
Chase Young is out for the year.
No, but I'm saying up until this point, their defense has struggled big time.
Okay, yeah.
And there was no major injuries. So it didn't make any sense as to why. But this is the type of team that can give Brady problems because they are capable of getting some of that pass rush up the middle, which is the special the problems causes special problems for Brady. He does not like that pressure up the middle. Washington was able to get a little bit, and it showed with the 2 picks. And now the Buccaneers are 6-3, and not in that top seed in the NFC. So it's going to be interesting to see how they bounce back from this one.
Yeah.
But nobody's seen that one coming. I definitely did not.
I did. I had picked in the Bucks and the pick 'em.
Oh, you picked the Bucks?
Yeah.
You didn't pick the Washington, though, right? Nobody. That's what I'm saying. Nobody picked Washington.
Yeah, nobody.
Maybe Womack did. He's been a lucky fuck this year.
Yeah. He's on some hype this year.
We already covered Panthers and Cardinals. Vikings and Chargers. Chargers struggling, man. I don't know what's up with my boy Justin Herbert, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's coaching. I think maybe they should have stuck with your boy, who they canned last year. What the fuck was his name? Damn, what was his name? I forget his name.
Anyway, Flores. No, it was. Nah, I know you're talking about. He used to be a coach dude. For the from the Panthers. Not the Panthers, the Patriots.
I think he's Shannon Sharp's boy. I forget his name though.
I don't know that.
Anyway, they should have kept him maybe because Fields is not. I wouldn't say struggling, but he's not living up to his potential. Quarterback rating is 72.5, 195 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception against the Vikings defense that has given up some numbers. Cousins outplayed him, 25-37.
Cousins been playing good though.
294. Cousins got the weapons too though.
Yeah, that helps. Justin Jefferson, 9 receptions.
Thielen,
143 yards. You got a little Dalvin Cook. I mean, shit.
Dalvin had 94. He's starting to come. He's starting to come on.
And
then Thielen, they got the
even the
Conklin
they got the rookie.
The tight end. He had 2 TDs.
Madison.
Oh, the KJ Osborne. That's the rookie. He didn't do shit. But Conklin had 2 TDs. He's been a pretty good tight end for them. So and that's going to be one of our main competition to get a playoff spot. Is going to be Minnesota and Carolina. So and we face Minnesota. So that's going to be pretty much at that point. It's going to be. I think we play them not this week, but next week. I think that's going to be a playoff eliminator right there. That's a playoff eliminator. Loser of that one is probably out of the playoffs, I guess you would say. We got Cell joining us. What's up,
what it
Cell
do?
Wall?
Yo,
Smiles, my peoples. Oh, excuse
What
me.
it do? What it do?
I didn't smoke this yesterday, so if you don't mind, going ahead and
Oh, that's all good, man.
claim this little victory stub right here.
Smoking on that LA Raz pack.
Oh my
Smoking
God!
on that lambs.
Nothing to do at all with LA other than victory. What's up, my people?
Shit, man, just chilling.
What's
We're
up,
just
what's up,
breaking
what
down
it do?
breaking down week 10.
Right.
And then we're gonna get to the Niners. We're gonna put the cherry on top. Let's just get through these ones real quick. Broncos got stomped out by the Eagles. Nobody seen that one coming either, I don't think. I definitely didn't. Packers 17-0 over the Seahawks. That's good for us. Puts the Seahawks in dead last, 3-6. Packers moved to 8-2. I believe they have the number 1 seed still right now, as of right now. Rodgers bounced back after the COVID debacle.
Yeah.
And then you had the Chiefs coming on strong on Sunday night, demolishing the Raiders. We always love to see that. 41-14. Mahomes with 5 TDs. So Mahomes is they're starting.
Chiefs might be back.
The Chiefs might be back.
Yeah.
6-4. I believe they're in first place right now, as of right now.
They are in first place as of yesterday.
Yeah.
They are looking like they're finding their footing. But hold up a second. Let's not overlook the fact that how many picks could Pat had yesterday had, you know what I'm saying, them, Madden cheat cards not have been activated. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I counted at least 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's definitely not as sharp as the last few years.
Right.
But damn, if he gets hot when he's hitting Tyreek like he's hitting him, it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking a lot of that has to do with the fact that he's had a couple of big hits, these last couple of years, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that, he's a $500 million man, you know what I'm saying, isn't doing too much to help, his O-line, so that being said, if he catches fire, the league is in trouble. You know what I mean? So we could just we hope he still has these little hiccups, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm still not happy with that fucking team. I'm bitter. I'll admit it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us are. So just looking at the playoff seeding as of right now in the AFC, since we're on the AFC, real quick, Kansas City's at 4. Tennessee's on top, but see, none of these teams really scare me. They're all pretty flawed teams. Bills would probably be the most solid team, but you got New England breathing down their backs, so who knows how that's going to shake out. They're only 1 game back. Steelers, I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. They've been looking like shit, but they're still winning. They're 5-3-1, so that's a team that could kind of creep around there. And maybe do some damage in the playoffs, sneak in. Their defense hasn't been up to par, but
Well, Fitzpatrick is still having his usual Pro Bowl year. I just, like you said, they don't scare me at all. I think that team is basically almost ready for a nosedive at some point in the season.
I could see it, but then again, a lot of the teams in the AFC, I mean, Pats are hot, but you look at their comp they haven't really beat any world beaters. They beat the Browns. I think they beat
pretty soft schedule.
Dolphins, yeah. And they lost to the Cowboys and what was the other team that beat them? Oh, Bucks. So against the good competition, they've been losing. Against the weaker competition, they've been able to bully them around a little bit. Right. But the whole AFC in general, if you look top to bottom, none of these teams really scare me. Tennessee, Buffalo, Ravens, Helter Skelter.
If Henry could come back right before the playoffs, they might make some noise.
Is that even possible? I thought he tore some shit.
I mean,
it wasn't an ACL?
And it wasn't a torn ACL, but they said they was 6 to 10 weeks. I'm not sure.
It was his foot. That's right. It was his foot.
You're the second person that said that, so there must be something to that, because I heard somebody else saying that too.
Yeah.
So there must be a possibility for that.
I mean, yeah. Let's say if Titans get the first bye, most likely potentially see Henry back for that playoff game. So
yeah, it's a broken foot. It was the 5th metatarsal that he broke in his foot.
So it's possible. Owens had a fractured foot, right?
Yeah.
And he came back and played in the Super Bowl.
Owens had a broken leg, bro.
Oh, it's a broken leg? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember? T.O. had a broken leg.
Owens
T.O.'s
is
a
fucking
savage.
Yeah, complete monster.
So you look at these bottom, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams in the AFC. Chargers, another team, helter skelter. Raiders, they don't have a coach. They've got a lot of off the field shit going on.
Yeah, but
Ruggs, they got a black cloud
the
over them
Raiders.
right now.
I mean, I don't know if you guys were watching that game though. The score was close. Right after Deshaun Jackson caught that ball and decided to run fucking I don't know.
I didn't see that one. I seen that little highlight, but I didn't see not much else.
I was like, boy, where you going? But then after that, he fumbled it, and that was it. That momentum just totally changed. Because Carr was throwing some fucking dimes. I'm not gonna lie, he was throwing it pretty good, damn good. After that though, KC took over, so I think that changed the momentum. But I think the Raiders can make some noise.
You think so? I think they're done.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's just too much black cloud around them right now.
Could be.
NFL probably might tell the refs to kind of get rid of these dudes without saying it in those terms. You know what I mean? They have, they already don't like the Raiders as it is. For this new stuff, you got Gruden trying to sue after his controversy. You got Ruggs who did the hot shit.
Yes, I heard that.
And then you got Arnett who just got let go too.
He's been having
threatening fools with fucking AR-15s and shit. Yeah. So I think NFL is gonna probably put the soft black ball on them. You know how they do. Give them a couple plays don't go their way automatically with the flags, and I think that takes care of itself. I don't think there's any way they're letting those dudes get anywhere near the playoffs. That's just my opinion.
All right.
Bengals are very interesting actually. If they could get in, I could see them being able to do some damage, even though they're a little bit unpredictable. They got the two big receivers.
They're still young.
Yeah,
they're still young. I think they're gonna.
They still gotta find a way. I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
They got a quarterback though, but they got all the pieces on offense. They got a quarterback. Yeah, they got two receivers. They got a tight end, and they got Mixon. So they got they got a formula there. It's just they need defense to step it up.
And they just need more experience, and then but I think they can make some noise definitely next season or two. Pick up some free agents. They'll probably get some draft picks too, but I'm pretty sure they got capital. They could spend some bread and get some. That place is tempting now.
I don't know about y'all, but I've never. This is the most up in the air the AFC has ever been in a while, from my opinion. I believe. I don't think I've ever seen. Yeah. There's no dominant team there.
Well, I mean,
ever since
bringing up the Bengals,
Patriots.
Bringing up the Bengals, I would say that's definitely a team to watch coming in. They're a couple pieces away on that defense from actually really being a major contender. Like literally a couple pieces. You know what I mean? And then there'd be something to worry about, because Burrow is obviously the real deal, in my opinion. And maybe one more. You get another a blockbuster tight end in there for him to work with. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be pretty nasty team.
Yeah. Maybe O-line and D.
Yeah,
and
I was about to say revamp that O-line, get some G. Yep.
But I think they could possibly do some damage this season if they get into the playoffs. They're a team nobody would want to face, especially out there in the AFC. Yeah, but the whole AFC is wishy-washy. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. They represent exactly that. But that's what I mean. It's like that one. It's like it's like being on a seesaw with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, they ran out.
The whole NFL's like that.
Right.
I think the AFC's more. I think the AFC's worse than the NFC.
Yeah. Well, you got the power teams coming out. You can see who's definitely going to be the ones that are definitely going to be head of the pack. But when it comes to what they got going on over there, yeah, I agree. The Titans losing Henry really screwed them up. But they can move without him because they got enough good like groups. Like their O-line is pretty damn good. You know what I mean? And they still got a couple receivers. They can do things. You know what I'm saying? And Tannehill is, like, in my opinion, the definition of grit quarterback, man. That guy just fights for everything.
I like that. He definitely got He got the heart. He doesn't get down on himself. He'll throw a pick. He'll throw a couple bonehead picks, but he's gonna come right back. And
Well, that was
he'll get them hard yards running too. He'll take some big hits.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
I mean, he really wants it, and you know what I'm saying, especially because you figured, you know, in the beginning of his career, he was going to flame out fast. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody thought that. You know what I mean? And then he got to see it, then things just, you know, they clicked for him. He got with a team that I guess, you know, really believed in him or whatever it was, you know. So he's definitely a hard charger in my opinion. You know what I mean? And if they lose him, then their season's done. You know what I mean? But I really think him alone would probably try to keep him in, you know what I'm saying, the playoff race. But I don't think, personally, I just don't think it's enough, you know?
Yeah. Well, they just lost Julio Jones for three games.
Oh, he's out. But they still,
that's going to hurt. Well,
it's going to hurt, but it's going to hurt because they don't have Henry to lean on. They got AP.
Yeah.
But
they still got Michael Pruitt, and they still got Brown, right?
Yeah, still got Brown, but Brown's always injured too. He's
you know,
on and off.
He got a couple of things, you know what I mean? You know, something, you know, or you know, bringing somebody up from the practice squad or signing a guy off the street, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to hope that Brown does the job, you know what I'm saying? But him and Pruitt can do it, you know what I'm saying? Especially with, you know, if AP finds that gear and turns the clock back.
None of these, I'm looking right now, and I guess the only two teams with any semblance of a solid defense would be Buffalo and the Pats. Because all these other teams, Raiders' defense has been okay as well, but
I would have threw the Ravens in there before they lost Peters. When they lost Peters, their season kind of tanked.
That was a fucking big blow,
you know. But they're still up there. They're you know 6-3, you know. But losing to you know to the Finns might actually you know do something against to hurt that confidence.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to the NFC real quick before we get into the Niners' brilliant performance. So looking just at the top, we got 8-2 Packers. They I guess they hold the tiebreaker over Arizona. Oh yeah, because they beat them. The Kyler Murray throwaway to fucking AJ Green not paying attention. J.R. Smith moment. Yep. Dallas Cowboys 7-2. Fucking Cowboys 7-2. I hate to say that, but they do have a chance. I mean they're up there.
I think so. Yeah, I think they can.
Parsons is a fucking beast on defense. That was
they just lost a couple of guys though in their injury. So a couple of injuries. I think Gregory and somebody else. I forgot.
Buccaneers 6-3. Brady looking human. His last couple of games. Rams, we just humbled them big time. 7-3. I think that might be a swing in the wrong direction for them. That might be the momentum that swings them downwards out of the playoffs possibly. I mean, it's a copycat league. Everybody's going to try to get physical with these guys now. Yeah. Smash the ball down their throats. I think the blueprint is out.
Yep.
Because, you know, you figured second half they'd come out. Well, we'll talk about it more, but we basically fucking punked them out.
Well, you gave them a blueprint. Giving everybody a blueprint, yeah.
And Stafford looked like he was seeing ghosts out there.
Oh, man.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Saints 5-4. So after that top five is a bit of a drop off. Saints 5-4. They're not scaring anybody with Trevor Siemian at quarterback. Even though Kamara is a beast, Siemian he ain't scaring no fucking buddy. Panthers are interesting. You know, we talked about them a little bit earlier. Yeah. With Cam Newton back, you know, you already see that he brings a little something to the table, just as far as leadership. And he looked the two plays he scored TDs on. He looked, you know, dare I say, a little bit like the old Cam.
Yeah,
a little bit like the swag. He looked healthier. I know it was a small sample size, but the team seemed to rally around him. The defense, you know, like I said, they did what we were supposed to do to the Colt McCoy led.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Well, and I think what I heard was Cam might be starting next week. So
I would think so.
Or,
what the fuck, PJ Walker?
Majority of the snaps I was hearing.
I believe Darnold's out for the year, or am I wrong on that? Definitely a few games.
Shoulder. Yeah, he's gonna be out for a while. Yeah.
I would start Cam in a heartbeat over Darnold. Those 3 games were a mirage. He went back to his USC days, his Jet days. I never liked him coming out. I've always said he was a turnover machine. Going back to his college days, this dude would turn the ball over left and right, and it carried over to the NFL. Even with McCaffrey back there, he still ain't shit.
Yeah, Darnold's gone for the year. He's injured reserve.
Okay, yeah, so he's done.
That's I think that's automatic 3 games, and after that, to decide.
Yeah, automatic.
He come back or not. Yeah.
Yep.
So they're gonna be. I believe for me, I believe they're gonna be our top competition. If we can take care of business against the Vikings, 2 weeks from now, it's gonna be an arms race between the Niners and Panthers, and it's gonna come down to the stretch because the Panthers' defense is pretty legit. As well, I think they're a little bit better than ours as of right now, especially in the secondary. They got better corners. They traded for Gilmore, and they got the other cat from Jacksonville. I forget his name. The dude from Florida.
CJ.
CJ Henderson.
Yeah, that's right, Henderson.
Yeah.
CJ Henderson, and then they got Jeremy Chin in the safety. They've been loading up in the first round on defenders. They got the that other cat. What's his name? Brown, I think. Defensive tackle, and then they got that edge rusher dude. Is it Yoder or something? Yoder or some shit. So the Panthers are fairly legit on defense. If they get something going from if Cam could give them a spark on offense, it's gonna make it harder on us to get a playoff spot. But we can't even worry about that. We got to just take care of our own shit one game at a time.
Exactly.
We got to take care. We got to beat the Jags. That's a trap game. Coming off of a big win against the Rams, and then they're sandwiching between that and Minnesota. We're gonna be looking towards Minnesota. We definitely got to take care of business against Urban Meyer and his lap dancing squad.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't think any game for us from now on throughout the rest of the season is a trap game. You know what I'm saying? I think we all know pretty much what happens if you lose to them. So I think we're definitely going to go in there strong.
Yeah,
I like our odds against the Kings, against Vikings, because you can basically run the same game plan that you ran against the Lambs last game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, run and pound them out.
But we're going to really need, because you know what? Even watching this game in the last couple games, you know what I'm saying? Nick might get up in there and get his sack, which he's prone to do. But we need more pressure in there. These quarterbacks,
definitely.
like, we should have really crushed. You know what I'm saying? Down. You know what?
They didn't hit Stafford too many times. They forced him off his spot, but there was no real big hits. Maybe one or two.
You barely touched him here and there. You know what I mean? And then that was the problem. So you can't be coming out. The quarterback can't be coming out with a clean jersey. You know what I'm saying? When they come play us, or it's just going to make our life that much more difficult. So that's why I like our. I think these 2 games we can definitely take these next 2.
And looking at our schedule, man, we got a.
We've got a shot.
Schedule.
It's favorable for us.
It's yes.
Yeah, it gets favorable.
Yeah, that's right.
It's pretty cake, man. Pretty cake. Jaguars, Vikings, Seahawks, at Bengals, Falcons, Titans. Titans scare me still, even without Henry a little bit, but
because
it's winnable. They're not going to blow us out, I wouldn't say. Texans, and then we finish with the Rams again in LA this time. So we just got to take care of business. I mean, but let's get to this fucking Niners Rams. That's what everybody wants to hear about anyway right now in the Bay. So Niners come out and demolish the Rams. Let's get fucking Sean McVay off the screen first of all. Hold on, let's get this dude out of here. Get the fuck out of here, McVay. Fucking guy.
I actually like the picture.
All right, so let's just get you guys' thoughts on this performance. What do you think? Is this the spark that turns the season around, or is this a flash in a pan? I mean,
I would say this is the shot we need in the arm, completely. Like
it's that booster.
Like exactly. I gotta ask, because I couldn't even find these stats. I looked them up hard. You know what I mean? Anywhere I could go. And it basically went down to the point where it's like, all right, if I really want to know what this is, I'm going to have to calculate and collate all the stats myself, the slow way. Oh, that game he did this, that game he did that, write it all down and all that kind of shit. And I don't have the patience for that. But basically, if you're really a fan and been really watching these games the last couple of years, last 3, 4, 5, 6 years against the Lambs, what's up with Jimmy? He looks like his draft status. Jimmy Ward, every game against the Rams, suits up and makes
him and Debo
fumble recoveries, ridiculous, tackle behind the line. He turns into a madman. It doesn't. And I'm not saying that his abilities drop off against another team, but he gets up for LA.
I don't know what it is, but he played lights out. That was the best he's ever played. I got nothing to say negative about him this week.
Nope.
For sure. Other weeks I might, but this week, shit, lights out, dominant play, best he's ever looked.
That's right. He
was kind of punking on Cooper Kupp a little bit.
Yeah.
He had some big hits. The picks, the one was kind of flukish, but he was in the right position. He sniffed it out, so he does get some credit for that.
Well, I mean, put it this way: even if OBJ catches it, it's probably not a guaranteed catch because he was there waiting for that.
Oh, I was talking about the other one where it tipped up in the air.
Oh, well, but you know what?
But he was in the right place. He read the play right.
Yeah, exactly. He did his job, and so you can't take nothing away from it. That's like a person get mad at you because you were born rich. I didn't choose it, bro. You know what I mean? I just, luck of the draw. So that was just the way I went with that one. I mean,
that OBJ play. I don't know where was Stafford going. I don't know what the fuck.
If Stafford was off all night, he was going to Higbee. You know what I'm saying? That one was one of them. If there was a stat that receivers interception and they caused the interception, what have you? That's exactly that right there. Because that shit hit him in the hands and he just bobbled it out. He gave it right up. But Jimmy was right there waiting to swoop it. So
it was like a complete role reversal between Stafford and Jimmy G.
No.
His fucking receivers are dropping
Jimmy
everything. Jimmy's receivers have been dropping a lot this year, right?
Oh my
Jimmy
God.
hasn't been the most accurate, but his receivers have been dropping some passes too. So Stafford got a little taste of that on Monday night. His receivers dropping everything.
That's a
narrative. He was inaccurate. He was throwing.
No, he wasn't at all. Yeah, he wasn't accurate. I agree completely. Yeah, it looked like people got in his head or something. You know what I mean? Because after a while, they couldn't catch a pass for shit. Like I said, Madden cheat card, man. It was just ridiculous. Hands of stone. None of them could catch. I mean, there was a few times that they could have actually got back into that game. One to Van Jefferson with that he dropped. One to Higbee on the outside.
Kupp dropped one.
Converted. Kupp dropped one. And these were all convert for third downs and ultimately would lead to a stalled drive for them. So I agree completely with that. He was not, and I think what he thought was, here we go again, because the same thing happened to him last week, with the Titans. So we can thank the Titans for giving us that blueprint, and then I guess we roll out with the prototype, and now everybody's gonna roll with it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna kind of nosedive a little bit. I don't see teams gonna come at them with that game plan for the rest of the season. And they didn't seem like they could respond. I mean, you think second half they would have come out, been able to stuff it a little bit more, but no, we were still able to gash them. The bad news out of the game is Elijah Mitchell's hurt. That could hurt us. But Jeff Wilson
finger.
Jeff Wilson looked crisp, looked fresh, looked ready to go like
fresh legs, man.
Fresh legs like last season.
Yep.
So maybe he can carry the load. Maybe Trey Sermon, dare I say, gets a carry in a game.
Maybe
it's possible.
He gets elevated. I mean, Lenore dressed, Ambry dressed, Banks dressed. They had all the rookies dressed for this game. Once again.
And Jalen Moore, he set the tone early. He was looking fucking great, and I called that shit last week. But he got hurt. I don't know what his status is now. But Compton came in and played pretty good, pretty deep, much better than last week.
That's right.
But I like Jalen Moore. I think when he's healthy, with him and Trent Williams, that's going to be some pretty good fucking tackles out there protecting Jimmy. And if we do make a playoff run, that's going to help big time. McGlinchey, can we just get rid of this dude? You see, when he's not on the field, their pass blocking is much better.
Moore definitely stepped in there and made it. He's going to make it difficult. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he makes it difficult at all personally, but you know how Kyle is with his guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're always one of his guys. It's hard for him to let you go. It's just how Kyle is. I think next year that's bad. I think, bye. Nice knowing you. We got the kid. He's just as good as you already. You know what I mean? As a 6th round pick. You know what I mean? And you were a 1st rounder. What the fuck? He's ready to go. You know what I mean? He's got his helmet on straight. He costs us nothing. Happy trails, man. Thanks for your help.
Yeah, I think you gotta move on from McGlinchey. They can't be blind. No. I mean, they can't be.
He's outperforming his draft status, man. That kid's playing good.
It's crystal clear. This dude is part of the problem in the pass game. Either it's a holding penalty or he just lets the dude blow right by him. But Compton
Getting blown
and,
up. Yeah, getting blown up.
Compton and Moore did their thing. Compton stepped up and he had a pretty good game. And Aaron Donald was quiet again. We didn't hear much. He didn't say nothing about not knowing Debo this time again. He didn't say shit.
Oh no, he knows his name now. You know what I mean? He knew it before.
Debo, I believe, is 5-0 against him.
5-0. You know?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Since even before, you know what I mean? If you take a look, if you go back after we're done with this and take a look at Jimmy's stats, every Rams game, the guy comes up with a major play. You know, and then since this one started, you know, I mean, this current little 5-0, you know, jaunt on these cats, he's been every game lights out. You know what I mean? Lights out. It's like his play goes up to another dimension when he plays the Rams. You know what I mean? But all I know is, you know, at the end of that game, all I could think of, you know what I mean, was same old sorry ass Rams. You know what I mean? Because come on.
Same old sorry ass.
You know what I'm saying? Aaron Donald, Stafford, Higbee, you know, you got Cup over there running. I mean, you know, Aaron, you know what I mean? Von Miller.
We were punking on all their big names. Ramsey was getting punked on.
Ramsey was, and he got lippy near the end. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he's one of the biggest Jimmy haters out there. You know, he going back to when he was still with the Jags, he was talking smack. When Jimmy
He's always been talking shit.
You know what I mean? So that's all right, though. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just, you know, that's just a big ass servant.
Why wasn't he talking that shit on Debo though? I didn't see him near Debo. He wasn't covering Debo. He's supposed to travel, right?
He tried to throw BA's arm away when, you know, they got caught up in it, you know what I mean? But that was what, you know, wifey was like, hey, flag. You know, I was like, I wish we'd get a flag. They ain't call a flag on that shit. But either way, it was pretty nice to see, you know, them guys get humbled up, you know, because the way they thought they was going to come in here and just, especially after the way we performed last week, you know what I mean? We did this week what we should have done last week, you know? I mean, it was set up for us, you know, and it was funny because, you know, when I watched the game against Carolina, that's the Colt McCoy that I know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's, you know, the eyes big as a deer in the head. You know what I mean? So it was Twilight Zone, man. It was Twilight Zone week.
I hope that game doesn't come back to bite us in the ass. That's one that could. But well, you know, we'll see. We'll see. That was the worst loss for Shanahan's career. But I mean, he came back, bounced back, and got the big win. Nobody picked the Niners to beat the Rams.
No.
Steve Young watched that Monday night. Steve Young did.
Steve
that
Young
was the only one on Monday Night Countdown.
Love you, Steve.
So
Steve's a real one.
40 carries for the skill position players. Elijah Mitchell 27, Debo Samuel 5, and Jeff Wilson 10. Jimmy had 2, but we're not going to count those. 2 for 1 yard. Don't we? Got to count that shit. Those are just scrambles. This is what we were fucking mentioning all fucking season.
Interrupt, bro. Moore's knee. There's no major structural damage. We'll see how the week goes. So they probably hold him for practice and then see if, you know, game time decision or something like that. If not, you know, we know how that goes. Compton in the house.
All right. So we've been talking about this all season long. Pound the ball. Let your running backs run. 40 carries between all three of them and the 2 of them and Debo. 10 carries for Jeff Wilson. 27 for Mitchell. For 91 yards for Mitchell.
3.4 yard average, but still, he asserted himself. We're going to give him all year the Book of Eli. Everybody gets the Book of Eli all year.
And Debo, the 1 rushing TD, 5 carries, 36 yards, 7.2 average per carry. Keep feeding him the ball too, man.
Oh yeah. But I mean, he's like when Antoine Randall hit the scene back in the day, man. The dude's just a switchblade. I mean, he's like, you got the switchblade knife, the fork, the spoon, man. The dude does it all.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen him throw yet. I mean, that'd be nice to see too.
Sure, he could do that too. It was good to see him in the backfield too. You know, we hadn't seen that as much this season at all. It was good to see Ayuk be you know, not a major factor, but he was a factor. He was a little bit of a factor.
Well, you mean, and then, you know, like they always say, the stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, just him being there and actually being a threat to do something is enough. You know what I mean? Because then it opens Debo all day. We had Georgie running around doing his thing, you know, looking like the kettlebell of hope. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
It felt like Kittle did more than he actually did.
Oh my God! Did you see that?
Five receptions, 50. I mean, not in the blocking. I'm just seeing it from a receiving standpoint. He only had 5 receptions, 50 yards, and a TD. Right. It felt like he had 100.
Yeah,
I guess because he was just running people over.
Moving the chains. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, that pancake against Vaughn. I think that right there.
That was ill.
That was nice.
For the observer, those of us that really watch football and love it, when that came down, it was kind of you see what kind of fight we brought that day. Like we just ain't gonna be denied today. You know what I mean? So that was beautiful. Yeah. That was one of the most beautiful images.
That was
nice. Debo did his thing receiving as well. 5 reception, 97, and a TD. Yep. So I mean, this dude is our offense right now. Pretty much. He's providing the run game, providing the pass game. Shit, he should get some consideration for MVP if we go on a fucking playoff run.
Well, he's at 1,000 yards almost. You know, he's just.
But ain't no other receivers in the league that are getting them rush yards like him, rush TDs.
No, nobody that's what I'm saying is nobody's doing what he's doing right now, and so teams can scheme to take him away, right? But then what do? You can't scheme if he's in the backfield. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then we can work other things off of that too, you know. So that's what makes it crazy with him. Plus, you know, he's got the body of a running back, so he could take the pounding like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and his explosiveness. And exactly. You know, fast dog. You know what I mean? He's gonna hit you, bite you, and get out of my way. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering how teams are gonna scheme to take him away, especially when you're moving him around a lot like that. You know what I mean? And then there are times where he's just not even gonna run. He's gonna lay some some wood on a guy, on a block. So, you know, when Kyle's like this, when he's thinking this way, he's probably the most. That's when he's the most dangerous. Where everybody loves him when he does shit like this.
Yeah. One negative thing I will say is I kind of felt like we didn't deliver the knockout blow. We kind of let him hang around, even though we were stopping him. We didn't really put that knockout punch on him. You know, we were up for a while. And I feel like we could have got one more just to put it away. I didn't like that we didn't run. We didn't run much play action.
I do. Yeah, we didn't do a lot of play action that game.
I would have liked to see some play action. But we had them on their heels. We could have took one shot deep to just kind of put them away. At least attempt it.
I think Kyle was just trying to stay disciplined into what he. You know what I mean? He didn't want to give them an even shot. You know, because that's probably when shit would have fell apart. You know what I mean? But
I'm not saying you had to throw a 50, 60, 25-yarder would have been something.
Yeah, something down the field, you know. I really think
it's a small gripe, but I'm just saying.
No, it's true.
Against the better teams, against the better like a Rodgers or something like that, those are the ones you're gonna need to take that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. I found myself too wondering, you know what I mean, and sitting there with wifey like, I don't know why he ran it. That was a perfect time for a play action pass. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that too, completely, that assessment. But, you know, it just looked like he was taking that game plan, you know, all the way. And he wasn't going to stop no matter what, you know, with the just pounding on him. You know, because, I mean, how can you – 18-play drive? Bro, 11 minutes? What was it?
You know, that reminded me of the game when we played when Mariucci was still coaching. I think it was against the Panthers, and we just beat the shit out of him on the ground. I think we had like 200 rushing yards. It reminded me of those kind of that kind of game. We just came out. That's all we're gonna do all night long. Garrison Hurst went off, I believe.
Yeah, I agree. It just it looked like they were trying to just take the win out of that defense. Because let's be honest, most of their team is geared toward pass rush. They don't really have great run stoppers like that. You know what I mean? Aaron Donald pass rush. You know what I mean? Even Woods, you can call a pass rush.
And their backers. Who the fuck are their backers?
Leonard. That's one.
Yeah, Leonard Floyd. That's about it.
You know, and then who else? And then they got Vaughn, pass rusher. You know, it's mostly geared toward that. You know, they don't really go to stop the run too much.
So do you think we can carry this over to other teams, or was it just because the Rams personnel is so weak for what we do?
A
little bit of both.
Neil, you want to take this one?
Honestly, I think with all that talk with after that embarrassing loss against Arizona, it's like Kyle had read every text, every tweets. People are saying, is he really a good coach? Is he only good for play calling? I think he finally, decided to coach his game. Especially, you could say that he owns the Rams.
He hates McVay. Not hate. They got a little rivalry.
Yeah, I would. But they got hired at the same time. There were talks. I think even the Niners were linked to McVay before Kyle got hired. But I think he finally decided to coach a whole complete game. Also, I think finally, decided to run the ball like we've been saying.
Committed.
I think there was games like, you get exactly.
I've been calling for Mitchell to get 25 carries all year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
I mean, there was those games like Elijah had 5, 10. Trey Sermon had 5, 4, carries.
Now Trey can't even get on the field.
Sometimes even 0. You know what I'm saying? And then even when you sign these guys from other teams, they're not being used at all. You're like, what the fuck? He's not running the ball because you guys were fucking dropping catches. Jimmy's throwing those high ass passes and shit.
Oh,
so
that was good to see. That was good to see. Jimmy did not. He was on target.
Yeah.
He didn't throw as many passes.
He was more important.
Mostly, yeah, I agree.
We weren't asking him to do too much.
Exactly,
so just keep him, give him the healthy run game to keep the teams honest. And I got another negative to say about Jimmy this week. He put the ball where it needed to be. He looked much better than he has.
Exactly.
I mean, nothing
tremendous. When you start running the ball.
Yeah, 15 of 19, 182 yards, 2 TDs.
He didn't miss a pass until the third quarter.
Yeah.
No, pass number 13 or 14 was the one he missed.
And then,
so that's the key.
And then exactly, and then what happens when you start running this ball, more often? The defense is not going to be more, are not going to be on the field as long. And what happens? The D, had a good ass game.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Probably, Jimmy Ward probably has, best career of his game, his whole entire career.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm saying, and you see, we're making plays. You're tackling and shit. Even Hufanga had a nice game.
Oh my God!
So
the Tongan kid, man, that guy, he comes to play, man.
Yeah. So I think that was the key. We got to start running the ball.
Smile more. We won last. We won.
Hey man,
what the hell? Smile, man.
Jimmy got sick for you finally.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what you thought? So
you're only an hour late.
So
yeah. Sorry, no.
Bob Money says, but our division is hard. The Rams give Seattle a hard time. Seattle gives us a hard time. We give the Rams a hard time.
We got one left against the Rams.
Everybody's giving a hard time.
I'm wondering if Russell's egg last week was just him coming back a little too quick, and then he'll be settled by the time they play us.
He always plays us good for the most part.
Always.
Oh,
his defense.
I gotta get off this shit.
This doesn't really scare me at all, to be honest with you. But they, for some reason, just like us, whenever we play the Rams,
we in the control booth. Me and you.
Up, man.
How do I get out this bitch?
I'll boot you out. There you go. You want out? You out.
So I do agree. Seattle. Because I think we can get them. I called it in the beginning of the year that we would sweep them this year, but obviously we had something definitely rotten in our minds. During that little whole.
Who sweep the Rams?
Yeah.
I called a split with everybody, but you might be right. We might get that sweep on the Rams.
We can
call that too.
I called Seattle
Rams,
this year. I called Seattle this year though.
Okay.
Year. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing with them is that makes me wonder with the Rams, with Seattle is he back too fast? You know what I'm saying? And if he is back too fast, that might work in our favor. You know what I mean? Because Russ not playing is a lot better. I'd rather see. Who the fuck they had again? Gino? Was it Gino? Up in there?
Yeah,
Gino Smith. Gino Smith. And the injury's on his throwing arm, right? Brain hand? It's on his throwing hand, right?
Oh, he's out too?
Or is it?
They're falling apart up there though. DK was DK was pouty and and bitchy last week.
Yeah, got ejected.
So. No, the injury for Russell, that injury was in his throwing hand, right?
It was a dislocated middle finger, I think. Dislocated middle finger,
hand, right?
Yeah, pin in there, all kind of shit. You know what I mean? So if it's still tender, that might work for us.
Are you on the Warriors, bro?
Yeah.
We're on the Niners, Womack. What you doing?
There we are.
Warriors got a long season left. This was a big game. This was like a playoff game for us.
So
Bob Money says laugh my ass out. I think he's laughing when Womack got booted. I don't know. Could be wrong. I think that was it.
Yeah.
All right, Womack. We've been chopping up the Niners. Go ahead, get your shine on. Give us your take.
Just shine
gloat
on.
about Jimmy if you want to.
Get your shine on. Well, I mean, fuck. Like,
Jimmy Mack.
did Kyle finally call it? It wasn't about Jimmy. It was about Kyle running the ball fucking 44 times. Like, we been said that shit, right? We was like, dude, you got to run the shit at least a minimum of 30 to 35 times. You ran 44. See what fucking happens.
Fix your mic.
Your mic sounds kind of
Fix your
manly.
mic.
I was going to say.
That's
Sounds
just
kind of
so-
like fucking
Sounds like
sound
you're
wave.
chewing. It sounds like you're chewing it, bud.
Like,
As you command,
Start chewing your mic.
Megatron.
the thing now with J-Dub back, with Jeff Wilson Jr. back, you know what I'm saying? He's going to trust that running back core a little more. If Elijah can't go, he
Exactly.
trusts Jeff Wilson. Like, let's be honest. So
yeah, and he not.
that's
Like,
going to give us that double. Yeah. He's going to open up the pass game.
I still don't understand why we don't use Trey Sermon either. So I mean, whatever.
Well, he might get his shot now.
I mentioned that shit already. Maybe
Elijah's
they're saving
out.
it for the second half of the season. I don't fucking know.
He's probably
That was
going
weird.
to start. He's probably going to start fucking Jeff Wilson after coming off meniscus surgery, and run him into the ground fucking next instead of.
Well,
doing
no,
Sermon. Who knows?
I ain't mad at that though. Wilson was looking. Wilson was
bud.
looking. Wilson
No,
was looking
fuck no.
fresh.
He was looking good though. Yeah, he looked. He looked decent.
With fresh legs,
um,
for sure.
Yeah,
He may end up being starter as of now because Elijah got that hand injury.
Is a fractured finger, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but that could
So-
be a fumble. That can cause some fumbleitis. You got to be
can't-
cautious
Yeah.
with that.
You can't put a Q-tip on that thing. You know what I'm saying? He's not a linebacker.
Yeah.
And it ain't like he can just only hold the ball in one hand. You have to switch it even as a
Yeah, you
running
got
back,
to change. Yeah, so I mean that's going to be an issue for sure. Yeah. Well, now, yeah. Hopefully, he fucking use them, but it doesn't use fucking to run him into the ground. Like I said, it's one game back. Now it's like, okay, I can run you fucking 30 times now. Like, yo, the fuck? Why would you do that?
Nah, he doesn't. He doesn't tend to do that though. He tends to not run people enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, this year at least. Yeah. for
Even
real.
in the Super Bowl, I thought Brady should have got a couple touches. He didn't even let him touch the ball. And then he put Mostert in too late. He was coming off the 200-yard performance, and he decides to start playing in the second quarter, I believe.
Yeah, like
Something
midway through the second fucking quarter. Like, what are you doing, dude? But yeah, so I mean that's only good. Like I don't know why you're not even playing Trey Sermon anyway. Like, I mean he did decent with Arizona. He had like a fucking, you know what I mean? He had like almost 50 yards, and he didn't catch the ball that much.
We don't know.
I agree
We'll
with you.
never
He's
know.
coddling these rookies this year, and I don't understand why. You know what I mean? It doesn't make a lot of sense. You know.
And then
I mean, he's got Jermichael, so I would say maybe he trusts Jermichael Hasty over, Trey Sermon a little more.
he gets injured. You can't really trust that dude.
That's,
Like
that's the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was just about to say that.
Hasty's been
And
a
then,
letdown for me.
and that's where it comes to. So that's the thing. It goes back to Kyle and his guys. He trusts you. You know what I'm saying? You're one of his guys, and he's gonna he's gonna start you over everything. That's why we seen Tico getting the love before Raheem did. So,
I think Hasty though. I think he's the kind of back that needs more touches, and he'll break that one.
Right,
he's not
right.
that kind of going to get you like positive yards every time. You might catch him in the backfield, but he can break that one for like 30, 40.
He's not a spell back. Yeah, he's
but
not
you
a spell
can't.
back.
Yeah, but you can't give. I mean,
He's not a true scat back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can't give him like
which is
10
what we're trying
touches
to
a
use
game
him.
though.
We're trying to use him as a scat back, but he's not really a true scat back.
He's got the speed for it, but he's a shifty guy. You know what I mean? He definitely does. He definitely can hit the hole hard and and go straight up, north south runner style. But I believe you. I agree with you on that. I think he does. He's one of those guys that the more you feed him, the better he'll get. You know what I'm saying? And that's his problem. He needs more love. But
Yeah,
he was
there ain't enough carries for that though for him.
I'm shocked that
Exactly.
I'm shocked that Kyle hasn't gone after a true receiving running back since the McKinnon incident. But I'm surprised we haven't gone in the draft.
The incident.
That's probably why.
The incident.
But I mean, in the draft, they're I don't know, man. I think that's one of the missing things in our offense is a good receiving back. I think in Kyle's offense that could be fucking deadly.
Yeah, well, trying to figure
Mitchell's
out
good.
anything
Mitchell's
this
good, but-
motherfucker does is
Yeah,
It's almost a waste of breath trying to figure it.
But if Mitchell's your
Not a
starting,
rabbit hole,
if Mitchell's your starting running back, you're gonna want a third down back, and we don't really have that.
Yeah.
and
They're
it's-
trying to make Hasty that, but I don't know if he is that.
I heard a couple times somebody proposed a Saquon trade.
Yeah, now with our team's fucking injury history.
Well, we ain't got picks for that.
And he would add to it, right? Because he's been fucking injured
That's
the
what I'm
last
saying.
Yeah.
2 years. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know how much that would help.
I mean, we run the zone blocking scheme. I think maybe it would help him a little bit more in finding holes. And not
Is he a zone type of runner though? I mean, or is he more of a power
I
fucking
think
back
that
that
guy
just kind of
he's
you
one of
know what
those
I mean?
guys that can learn that. I think so. He's got the
he
speed.
can do it? Yeah, maybe.
Definitely north-south guy. He can get lateral too.
Jeff Wilson is pretty good receiving. He's good on the more Texas routes.
Yeah, he's very
He's
good.
good. He's the game saver for that one Arizona game.
Yeah, he
Remember
was.
out the
Yeah, I
backfield.
think it was a
fucking-
Texas route,
yeah.
wasn't it? It was a Texas route, I believe.
Yep, right up the middle.
Yeah.
Jimmy hit him.
Fucking
Didn't even see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Bob Money says Saquon injury prone. We agree.
Yeah.
So,
So,
man, that's
yeah.
probably why they didn't even consider that. You know what I'm saying? Bob Money on the money.
but they gonna
The
want
trade I
something.
wanted to
They
see
got
him make
nothing
was
to
the
give.
Gilmore trade. I don't know why that didn't. Why we didn't
Yeah, that would have been a decent one at least. Or even there was another corner that I think we missed out on. Was it, or am I tripping? I'm probably tripping.
It was your boy. The Panthers got them both. C.J. Henderson.
And,
Yeah, it was C.J. Henderson. Yeah, I mean,
I wasn't
I was
big on
never-
him coming out. but
yeah,
he's-
neither was
he's
I.
But he's decent. He's probably better than what we got. I'll tell you. Or
I'm not big on Florida players anyway coming out. Florida and Oregon's
Kyle
players.
Pitts.
I'm just
You love Kyle Pitts.
well, yeah, that's few and far between. So yeah, I can't say all the way, but
we hadn't had a lot of good luck
Leo said, "Fuck you."
with Oregon players drafted. You know what I'm saying? So we haven't
just
had
Oregon
a lot.
players in general have they
All
really
the
have.
guys we had from Oregon.
You could say Buckner. Okay, Buckner
was the
did.
one that did.
Herbert,
Who else? Herbert. Yeah.
LaMichael
And,
James. Let's not
for
get
us.
started. Let's not go.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that.
Herbert, too?
Yeah. Just in general, fucking Deion Jordan, fucking bust.
Right.
Who else? Fucking there's
James was the worst though. He killed us in that
Oh.
Super Bowl. That fucking fumble.
Yeah, we always fumble in the fucking Super Bowl doing stupid
LaMichael,
shit.
man.
But yeah, so I mean, so offensively, yeah, it's just we got to run the fucking ball. That's been our bread and butter. So I don't know why we got away from that shit.
Makes no
on-
sense.
Yeah, on the offensive side, anybody would have been an upgrade over fucking McGlinchey, right? And I think Jalen Moore, you should just keep that fucking spot. Like
Right.
fuck McGlinchey. Like
Right.
I don't even know why we
Ah,
gave him
that
that
was-
5th-year option. Now we got
I
paid
was
this fucking
pounding
like
that
9
drum
million or 10
all
million.
last
We
week.
didn't
I
have
was
Jalen Moore by
Yeah.
that time though. Did
Yeah.
we had
Huh?
Jalen Moore when we signed when we optioned him?
I don't know if it happened
I'll-
before or after.
Yeah, I don't know if it
I think
happened
it
before or
happened
after the
before
draft.
I think they got
before.
McGlinchey before they.
I mean,
they-
regardless.
I think they didn't really
Regardless.
see this coming from Jalen Moore, bro.
I mean, it don't matter. I would have never. I mean, regardless, I'd have never picked up his 5th-year option anyway. I'd be like, no, fuck you. Like what? Like
But-
why? Why am I
I
pay
mean-
10 million for what?
I mean,
No.
this is something I was thinking about the other day too. Answer me this question, you guys. What do you think? The Jalen Moore, Elijah Mitchell, Lenore, could those all be the picks basically that the scouts was telling them you go get these guys?
Hey, it could be. And I was saying this.
I don't know. I don't know because Shanahan is pretty damn good at running back. Well, most of the time he had Joe Williams, but
But maybe this is that time, maybe that's what we're seeing here.
Maybe they listen
Maybe
to
he's-
Well, I said we should just take all our fucking early round picks and just trade everything back to the 5th round and fucking
And just plug it.
I don't know, because
And
Banks-
just drive in the
Yeah.
fences.
yeah, that's where we found all the fucking players. Like fuck
That's
it.
real,
What's the
bro.
point of even having the fucking first 3 rounds?
Banks.
For what?
I think
Yeah.
Banks was a Shanahan
Shit.
guy.
Banks.
Yeah.
That was a reach.
Yeah,
Everybody
was a
says that
way.
was a reach.
Yeah, that like when we did that, I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I think in our post draft episode, we was talking like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I keep going back to this shit. Yeah, I know. Nip liked your boy from in the Chargers, fucking Asante Samuel Jr. And I wasn't even out. I wasn't too
being a
big on the
prick.
dude, but compare.
They
But
look
look,
at him now.
but if it was like, okay, if I'm gonna pick him over, I'd have took him over fucking
Banks.
over Aaron
Yeah.
Banks because like we need a
Right.
corner.
Yeah.
Like you know
Me
what I
and
mean?
Cello wanted either a corner or we wanted
Yeah.
Basham
Yeah.
or who was the other
Yeah.
other defensive end.
Basham only
I'd have been down with that.
2 games, and he's only recorded 2 sacks. Well, you know what I mean. That
But
was
if you
pretty
put him
good.
opposite of Bosa, I mean, I think he'd be
It's
more
ridiculous. It's
Of a
an deal. I mean, anything's
Yeah.
better than the Invisible Man, fucking Samson Mabukin right now.
Yeah,
for
for- Serious.
Fucking Invisible
that was the
Man,
weakest
dude.
pickup right there. That
my
cost
God,
us
that-
some money too.
Dude, that's $12 million. over 2 years.
Yeah,
we could have went
overpaid for him.
after more of a vet, Melvin Ingram or anybody.
Well, anybody would have been better. Anybody would have been. You know what would have been dope? We would have tried to swung Yannick before the Raiders snatched him up.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be having this problem right now.
Yeah, we wouldn't be having this problem if we never if we signed Buckner instead of fucking Armstead. Like
exactly,
I was all and like me and Nip was saying,
but Armstead been playing. I gotta say he's been playing a little bit better the last few weeks. But still,
a little
that
like
was a huge mistake.
Like I was never big on Buckner, and I wasn't even mad at the trade. But just seeing what we did with the shit, like
poor execution of the trade.
That was like
compounded
the dumbest
it. First you got rid of the dude, and then you went and fucking swapped him for Kinlaw straight up.
Swapped him for Kinlaw, and then you gave his contract to Eric Armstead.
It's off of 1 year. For 1 year, because you were rolling with
Just imagine how much of a beast we'd be with a couple of these moves.
Even with the
McGlinchey, if we would have kept Trent Brown, and then we get like a defensive player. I mean, that's what if game.
And honestly, and I said this earlier. I was like, that year when Jimmy ripped off them 5 straight wins, he had bookend tackles that wasn't getting no pressure on the side. And then
who was that? That was Trent Brown, right?
And that was Trent Brown, yeah. And so
and
you look at yesterday's game. I'm not saying that it's the reason, but I'm saying
no, like, it helped. It let Jimmy get comfortable. Yeah. You see, he came out comfortable. He wasn't like fucking running for his life every play. Yeah. It let him get a little bit of rhythm. Yeah. It let him set his feet a little bit more, put a little bit more zip, better touch on the ball.
Well, they slid protection too. They slid protection to help him out.
Yeah, they did, but
still, it was way better. Way better than what the latter was.
Yeah, just saying, like when you give Jimmy probably at least bookend protection.
Look at this dude, bro. Because Kyle is touching McGlinchey's balls. Reason McGlinchey told Kyle to draft Banks. Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit
that's
too.
True, he did. He did say that.
Listen to this fucking big.
We gotta listen. To
wow,
he would know any fucking one. Like I'd have been like, boy, such a big goofy ass down. Like, let me fucking run this draft. I don't need your input, you fucking dummy. But
I was probably high and was like, "Oh yeah, Quentin Nelson's back in the draft. Yeah, let's see him. He's the guard, right?"
And Aaron Banks. And I said like that was too early for a fucking guard for Banks. And I was on Trey. I was on Chase. I was like, "Bro, we need to get Chase Smith." Like,
look at his build. He's not a zone. He's not a zone blocker. Banks.
Oh, Aaron Banks. Yeah, he's not.
He doesn't fit our scheme, dude.
But that's why I was on the Trey Smith. Right. I was like, dude, this is fucking nasty. Like we need like this dude mauling people. But whatever. It is what it is.
Now you did call Trey Smith. I'll give you that for sure.
He was the triple Trey fucking offense. You'd have had Trey Sermon, Trey Lance, and
well, they don't let Trey Sermon suit up barely ever.
Yeah, so whatever. So that was good. So
he must have did some hot shit.
For real. So A came through a little bit. Debo was fucking Debo. Kittle did his thing, and I think they executed it right. You just got to run the fucking rock. This is on offense. I think we know what it is on offense. Defense, everyone is getting so fucking high on Jimmy Ward. Oh, we need Jimmy Ward. I'm like, dude, this dude. First of all, he hasn't had a pick since fucking 2016. Like, fuck out of here. Yeah, and he met his career high in one game. Like
game of his career, but. Yeah, I ain't mad at Jimmy. I mean, he came through in the clutch for us. We needed that.
He did, yeah.
I was gonna say before you got on, if you really go back and look at every game he played against the Rams, for some reason
that's just that's his game. Yeah,
bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's his team.
Kyle too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Kyle be going off on the Rams.
He went in there and he took care of what he had to take care of. And
you know what I'm saying? It just be like that. Like Rice is the dirty bird killer, right? Yep. It's just fucking. It's just some teams that you just sometimes you just play, and even and go back on offense. Fucking Aaron Donald didn't do shit, and I said this too. I was like, but Brunskill got Aaron Donald's fucking number.
He does.
He does for sure. And I was like, we need to change out the guards, except for maybe the Rams game, and just let Brunskill play the fucking Rams games, and that's it. Just let him start the fucking Rams games, and then we're good. Other than that, get him the fuck out of there.
All we did was play on Monday against the Rams, same old sorry ass Rams.
Just play the Rams, it's it's that shit. So, but
all right, defense, I think we need to do a little schedule watching here.
A schedule break,
even though we shouldn't. Because we're supposed to be week to week, but you have to just kind of.
I mean, just imagine if we would have fucking beat the Cardinals and the Colts. Like, dog.
Yeah. This would be a different story right now.
That's the wrong fucking thing I'm looking at. Oh, no, there we go.
That's it.
So, Jags, winnable.
Definitely a winnable game. I would lean
Winnable. I'm not gonna say we're gonna win, but it's just because everything's going crazy. Winnable.
We're 6.5.
Minnesota is essentially a playoff game. I think the loser of that is done.
That might be
the same game plan. You go ahead and let Thielen get his catches, whatever, it doesn't matter. We did that with Cooper Kupp. He had 122, yards. You know what I'm saying? Big fucking whoop. If you hold the rest of those fucking guys in check, we'll be just fine.
Yeah. Right.
Seattle. That's tricky.
Man.
That's tricky. I think we should beat them.
We should.
By this time, I think.
But I thought we should beat them the first time as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We were 4 games in. We were all discombobulated and fucked up, and we didn't know what was going on. I think now that we see what's going on, it'll be a different game.
Find
Maybe
our identity again, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so we should be fine.
Yeah.
Does anybody know if that game is here or there?
It's in Seattle.
It's in Seattle.
We got to travel. All right.
Yeah. So it's
winnable.
Winnable?
I think I say we get that one. I'll give them that one.
We beat them last year at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we were shit last year.
And I think Russ is still hurt a little bit.
He played on Sunday, didn't he?
Yeah, he played like shit though.
Yeah. So yeah. He's a little rusty. He might by that time he might be a little better coming out, but I still think it's a game. Still a game we should, so it's still a game I think we should win, for sure.
Well,
you guys think so?
Hopefully he's still hurt.
Leo says he's gonna be there in Seattle.
Yeah, why don't you be here on your fucking broadcast, motherfucker?
He says Wi-Fi is fucking up.
Oh,
that's why I couldn't come on.
All right.
You're paying, Leo.
All right.
Yeah, we all got fucked last week. That Comcast.
Yeah.
You guys too? Okay.
Yeah. Well, they had me running it, but I was on my son's computer, and that was a no-go. This is like the most minimal fucking shit, not built for fucking live streaming.
No, I feel that.
At all.
Okay, so the next game, that Cincinnati game scares me a little bit.
Yeah, just because the matchup problems we got with Higgins, because he got the height, he could snag on our fucking corners maybe, and then Chase is just
big guy,
and then Mixon could run. So they can do what the Rams couldn't do. They'll be able to run the ball because their receivers are going to keep our defense honest. So this scares me a little bit. I must say, it's hard not to be a homer in these fucking things, but
yeah, it is. Fucking pick them. I think we might get them on that.
I don't know, man. That's a tough one. We're not gonna run the table, so I'm gonna say this is when we lose.
It'll be one to the wire. You think it'll be the wire, like one of them last minute?
I'm gonna say this is when we lose.
Field goal fucking games.
I think Joe Burrow is actually a better quarterback than Jimmy. Already, he got better weapons too. Well, not better, I guess. Debo's up there with Chase, right? Debo's better than Chase.
Yeah, I think it's better than Chase. Yeah, at this point.
Well, I don't know about downfield though. Chase is a better downfield threat, but Debo's an all-around better receiver.
And he does a lot more. He does way more.
But then you got Higgins. I think Higgins and Ayuk is kind of equal too. Ayuk is kind of stepping it up.
But Higgins got the height though. He can fucking reach up and he can just jump off.
This is gonna be a fucking good game. I think this is gonna be a good game because their defenders ain't no fucking world beaters either. So this could be a close one, like you said, Womack.
Take the over.
I'll give the Niners benefit of the doubt. Niners win by a field goal.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we got the Falcons. Now the Falcons should be.
But they gave us They give us problems traditionally.
Yeah, well, they had Julio. Julio gave us problems, but they don't got Julio, and their receivers are going through fucking therapy and shit. So,
yeah, but
we should win.
Friggin' Matty Ice knows he knows Kyle. You know what I'm saying? He knows.
Yeah, but their defense fucking trash though. So
yeah,
we should
put it this way. I think we can do the same. Like, there's at least one more team on here at least that we can run the same damn thing that we did to LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can run that same situation against Minnesota. I think we can run the same situation against Atlanta. I don't know if that'll work for Cincy, Tennessee, and Seattle.
I don't know. I think we can run all over Atlanta. Honestly, I don't think we're gonna pass too much on that.
I think so too.
Limit Jimmy's, mistakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a big passing game. I think we'll just run all over their face. Honestly, that's just me.
We get to Tennessee, and I circled this one from the.
That's a fucking Spider-Man. That's a Spider-Man fucking. I think that's a clone of us right now. That game, because they
Fuck
got
you
their.
talking about?
They're the same fucking type of team as us. They're like almost a mere fucking of what we
Tennessee?
are. Like
Yeah,
almost.
but
Yeah.
they
Not
know who
really.
they are.
No, they
That's
throw the ball
problem.
deep.
They know exactly who they are and the shit they do best.
They throw the ball deep though. We don't throw the ball.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have the deficiencies that we're having, like not figuring out what the fuck we should do from week to week.
Yeah, but I mean, AJ, what would you say was AJ Brown?
Yeah.
AJ Brown. Would you think that's a equal to Debo?
Well, the fact they got
and they got no Henry.
Debo's better this season.
He's equal to Debo. Now nobody really other than Cup.
And they got no Henry, so that's good. That's a good thing.
Let me ask you a quick question on this one. Who would you take right now out of a quarterback? Would you take if you have a draft right now, knowing what you know? Would you take Tannehill or Jimmy? I think I would go with Tannehill.
Wow.
That's a good question.
That is a tough one.
Look, going off from last year to this year, Tannehill's put up some fucking good numbers. Now I know he has weapons, but he can throw the deep ball. He's mobile. He's a very underrated quarterback. He has some bonehead throws here and there. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, well,
but
Jimmy has too, right?
I'm taking Tannehill if it's a straight up option.
And Tannehill's he's better athletically. I mean, he was a fucking wide receiver at first, wasn't
he? Yeah, he's athletic as hell.
Yeah, so I mean, it's based on that. Not like crazy athletic, but I mean enough to fucking if you need some yards,
he can make some plays.
Get it.
During their run last season, he was making some plays with his legs.
Yeah, so
if I can keep Jimmy, if I can give him every snap a clean pocket when he needs to throw, I'll take Jimmy. To be honest with you.
Okay, I would go Tannehill. I think Tannehill and Shanahan's offense would be fucking nasty too.
Well, that's why it doesn't dismiss what I said earlier about him. That dude is a true great quarterback. He's a sav. You know what I mean? His career started out like shit, and now look where he's at now. You know what I mean? He's a survivor. The dude can play.
But he was in Miami though. You can't fucking what you gonna do?
No, you can't. Miami? You can't shit on him. But
you can't.
That's the way.
But,
you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers was Alex Smith ain't shit, and he wasn't for 8 seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Season 8
but he had coordinator and head coach fucking issues though.
When he finally got stability, look what he did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I won't shit on him. I got a high opinion of Tannehill, but
I like Tannehill. I mean, I'm not, I'm just not like I don't think he's trash by any means.
But I think he's like on the same level as Jimmy too. That's what I don't think he's too much far out of that region.
He's a little bit better. I gotta say the numbers wise. I mean, I'm not gonna pull him up right now. I could pull him up. Hold on. Bob Money says Ryan Tannehill had a bad rap with Miami. He's doing way better with Tennessee Titans, and he's also a way better quarterback than Jimmy.
I can't say that. I got them both on the same level pretty much. Don't get me wrong. He's probably like 5-6 slots higher than Jimmy, but he's still in that same mid-range bracket. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because he just hasn't had enough success in his career. Maybe that's why I'm being biased.
I think I like him because he has the bigger arm and he's more mobile. Jimmy's not mobile anymore. He's slight here and there. He can do something, but
he can make things happen.
Tannehill's way more mobile, way more of a running threat.
Well, like I said, he's got more grit. He'll make more shit happen without an O-line. Jimmy can't really do that. He can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? That's why I have him higher. Now, I'm not saying he's not a better quarterback than Jimmy. I just don't think he's, like, okay, you know how he got that? There's Aaron Rodgers. There's
he ain't light years. I mean, you can say bad about the league. There's only as I said, there's only about 4 or 5 really elite quarterbacks, and then everyone else is kind of like falls at the seams.
All right, so do we get the win in Tennessee?
Tennessee's from the.
Where are we? Are we home?
No, we're on the road. I say we lose.
I think we might. I think we might get it. We play a lot better on the road.
I say we lose. Those are the games that I say we lose. I say we win the rest.
There's shit in the red zone. They gave up a lot. They give up a lot of yards on their pass plays, bro. You know
we don't pass the ball. So.
Well, if we go over there and we play a little bit of run and gun, and then and switch up to a lot of play action.
Can Shanahan run some? Can Shanahan do that in some bootlegs? Because there's he set up a lot of shit for bootlegs and play action. Even in that Rams game, that I thought he should have called it, and he would have had fucking bigger plays than what he did. Right. He's got.
But I'm looking at it as if I think that's going to be a shootout, and I think they kind of outgun us if they have a healthy Julio.
They don't though.
We'll see. I've already said I think they're gonna probably beat us. I'll say Cincy and Tennessee beat us. I say we win out the rest, and
Man, that's
hopefully
not
it's
bad.
enough.
Yeah, that's I could go with that. I think
Hopefully
we
we win. Hopefully that's enough to get us in.
I
What
think
would
we
that
can
put
pull
us
it out.
at?
I think we can pull it out against Tennessee. I mean,
I don't think it'll be enough if we lose to them too. I think we probably only have about one game to give up.
Nah,
that's
honestly,
true. That's true.
Fucking
in
Panthers
that-
only up a half game.
yeah, but I mean, then you got the fucking
The crucial
like
one
you said,
is the
like
Vikings. You
like
gotta
the
win the-
Vikings,
you gotta-
yeah,
you
like
gotta
the
beat the
Vikings.
Vikings.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You got to beat the Vikings.
The spot we're in,
Got to beat
more
everybody.
losses. That's it, bro.
yeah, you got to beat every fucking body.
It'd be
Well-
nice. Hey, great third place, 10-7, but you know what I mean. That's
you gotta
not-
have.
I think 10 and
7.
7 could get us in though.
We're gonna need some other people to really like tank though.
Leo's boy says, "What's up, Leo?" Fadi Jada.
Fadi. Fadi. Yeah, I don't know. I just say
Right on for tuning in, Fadi.
we just gotta think like we gotta win every fucking game. That's
Pretty much.
That's what I
That's
think.
exactly what we could lose.
Yeah.
Maybe at the most one, but you don't even want to lose one.
Yeah,
You want to
you
definitely
don't.
have to run the table.
I'm just saying, just the more games we lose, I'm just like
Just out of curiosity, let me pull
Oh,
up
no.
Carolina's schedule. Let me find these dudes. The fuck y'all hiding, Carolina? There we go. I think we found them. Because that's going to be our main comp, them and the Vikes. I don't think it's. I think it's a 3-horse race. When it comes down to it. So let's see. Final here. Schedule. Let me just pull up the schedule. Put it on the StreamYard. Move that. Let's get Carolina.
move that there. Faithful of the Bay, bitch. It's the Bay, bitch.
Mm.
You
Okay, so
bitch.
Carolina. let's
Talk
go
about
down.
it. Talk about it.
All right, so they got week 11. They got Washington. Then they got Miami. They got a pretty fucking.
They got a tougher schedule than us. They got to
Towards
play the
end,
Bucks,
yeah.
and they still got to play the Bucks twice. Damn, who fucked them
Tampa Bay
up?
twice too.
Who they piss off?
Real. Real.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's good.
Bills-
That bodes good for us. That last 4 games
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, sure does.
Yeah.
If we take care of business,
Bills,
We
Bucks,
should be
Saints,
in there.
Bucks. Like what the fuck? Even the Saints, you know, it's mainly just the Bills and the Bucks. Like the Saints are kind of like
And-
whatever.
and
if they had
Atlanta-
Winston, I'd be
Atla-
like, oh shit.
and Atlanta beat them week 8. You see it
Yeah.
up there, 19-13. That's a divisional game. So
Yeah, they're always
Okay.
crazy. They're all division. Damn, that's fucked up, huh? Besides
they
the
got
Bills, they're
fucking
all
mad.
fucking. They're all divisional games after that. Damn.
that's a fucking bright spot for us though, man. I'm telling you, I
Yeah.
didn't realize they had such a tough schedule
Yeah,
down the stretch.
because all
What is
division
that?
games.
How come that
tough.
Buffalo game ain't been announced? What the fuck? To be determined. That's fucking weird.
Is that one of them flex fucking
Things to
games?
make you go. Okay,
Set up.
let's look at
It's
Minnesota.
set up.
Why not? Let's just fucking look at all this shit. Let's look at all of our playoff implication possibilities here. So
they
Minnesota has a pretty tough schedule. They got week 11. They got Green Bay. They got us, Blitzburg, Chicago, and
No, Chicago.
Rams.
Chicago
beat Packers.
twice.
They got a way tougher schedule than us.
Yep.
Yeah,
They got Chicago twice though.
But Fields is playing better. He's
Their
stepping up a little
defense
bit.
is kind of stepping up a little bit.
and it's still the divisional games. You never know what the
I don't
fuck
know
might
about
happen
Pittsburgh.
in the divisional
Well,
games.
look, but just look though. They got Green Bay twice. They got us. Pittsburgh, yeah, I don't know. They
That
could
is a
beat them.
division game too. Oh yeah, that's true.
And they got 2 division games against the Bears. And they got the Rams in there too. That's a fucking way tougher schedule than us. I'll tell you that.
Well, we
Yeah.
got a CLA again too, so let's not forget about that. You're
Yeah,
gonna be
but
salty
that's-
after last night.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. But I mean, it looks
Who
promising.
knows? Maybe we gave these motherfuckers a blueprint. Titans gave them the blueprint. People to beat
Titans-
them
I
because
said that
that
shit.
was already our because that was already our blueprint anyway. Like when we want to execute what the fuck we do, when
Yeah.
Kyle stops being an asshole and fucking does what the fuck he needs to do, like that's what it is.
Leo says Wi-Fi tripping. He's on the comments.
Answer all them questions then, Leo.
Yeah, you could be our fucking stat boy.
There you go.
pull it up. Pull up the stats when we need them. All right, so looking at these schedules, I hadn't done this yet. I'm gonna say, as long as we take care of business, we should get in there.
I mean, ours is definitely way softer. I mean, we said that in the beginning of the season. We were like, yo, this schedule ain't fucking, it ain't worth shit. Like, it shouldn't be hard, but we had all these, all these woes, but it really shouldn't have been this hard. Like,
if we get in, we can give anybody problems.
Yep.
Definitely the Packers. I feel like we match up really well against the Packers.
Yeah, and I think that just most of not being here put the fuck to us. Like, let's just call it for what it is. Like, because if we had Mostert for all these fucking games, I don't think it'd be an issue. I think we probably maybe 1 or 2 losses at the most. Yeah, Mostert. Like,
at the most 3.
At the most, yeah, at the very most.
Yeah,
like
Kyle trusts the hell out of Mostert, and he knows how to hit them holes.
But
offense was tailored to him. He's exactly like the same mold almost as TD. You know what I'm saying? As Terrell Davis.
Yeah, because
he's with Terrell Davis, a Hall of Famer because of this offense.
I mean, even against that Lions game, he fucking had didn't he rip off like a 20-yarder, like a 30? He ripped off something, like, you know what I mean?
Yards. Yeah, he was 10-yard average already, bro. He was ready to go.
Yeah,
but the problem is dude can't stay healthy. So
can't stay healthy.
I think we gotta let him walk.
That's right.
I think we might have to let him walk next year.
Is he signed beyond this year?
No,
I don't know.
This is his contract year. Contract year for him. Yeah.
I'd sign him again, but I'd be like, look, like, dog, I give you fucking $3 million.
The injuries are too much for me.
It's a difficult one.
He's been injured every year.
Well, it's a difficult one with that because you know what you got in him. It's the same thing with Jalen Hurd. They knew what they had with Jalen Hurd. You got Jalen Hurd.
We didn't though. At least Mostert played.
Would have been awesome. But that's why I'm just articulating basically why they can't just let it go because they know it's a weapon. But at the same time, you know what I mean, after a while, you just hurting us now. You know what I mean? Keeping roster spots warm for people that ain't gonna stay there. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean, let him go is my opinion too. I mean, and you know what? He can go out there and try to get a fat contract for somebody with his family, bro. He didn't been in the league, 6-7 years already? He ain't got much time left. You know what I mean? Let him go and sign somewhere else. Somebody's going to break him off because they know he got the talent. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I like Elijah. Elijah's going to take the reins and he's going to run with this. You know what I'm saying? With Jeff Wilson there, it's a perfect 1-2 punch. You know? And then maybe next year we go, you know, who knows? I mean, maybe they don't see it in the Sermon. Maybe Sermon steps up finally and gets his chance again. You know?
I mean he might. Second-year backs are good.
With Boobie Dixon, you know what I'm saying? We drafted that guy pretty high, and he didn't do shit for us until we started figuring out that he could punch it in from 3-4 yards out, and that's what we did. We just kept, you know, short yardage.
How about that guy?
You know, get it in there, and he did his job. You know what I mean?
Mike Davis wasn't worth fuck for us, and then all of a sudden he's
right. You know what I mean? So
he did his little thing everywhere. Well, you know, it's whatever.
So I mean, it's just like maybe these guys find it, but it's just we ain't trying to sign you that big money if you was going to be a short yardage back. So, you know, that's where it comes. You know, another thing.
And then, but we're gonna have something like when Jimmy's, because Jimmy ain't gonna be here next year. It's just called for what it is. He ain't gonna fucking be.
Plus,
here.
we need that money.
And that's 20, and that's 26, 25, whatever.
I don't give a shit if we go to let's say the unimaginable happens and it's the Twilight Zone year. Jimmy wins the Super Bowl, MVP. They're not keeping him, bro.
No, we ain't gonna keep him.
I don't think they're keeping him.
Jimmy's gone no matter what. There's no way.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? We get some freed up cap space. We can make some moves possibly.
Yeah, for sure. Right. And I was already good with that. I already knew that was gonna happen anyway. As soon as we got Lance, I was like, Jimmy ain't fucking gonna be back here.
No.
So, well, I'm fine with that. Let Lance fucking run it now. It's it's Lance time to fucking go.
We all know he's not gonna be. You know what I'm saying? That's right, Leo. You the man. We all know he's not gonna be the guy. You know what I mean? So why hold on to him, especially when we got, you know what I'm saying, the guy waiting in the wings.
Yeah, hold on, that contract. Fuck out of here.
Plus, when we need that money from all the damn contracts, and we got to, you know, we're gonna have to stand, you know, Nicky pretty soon too. Nicky's making a case, dude. He's 8 sacks in, bro. You know what I mean?
And the only and the thing with us,
and that could be a problem because we're gonna have to pay him top dollar.
Yeah, but we got everyone else locked. I mean, we got Warner, we got Kittle, and then maybe we're gonna have to fucking do something with Debo. You know,
we're gonna have to. So we're gonna have
to. Bosa, but we could always fifth year option Bosa. So we got another couple of years before I think we could think about Bosa, which I think is fine.
Ford probably come off the table.
Get rid of Ford. Like fuck that. Like
you never know.
he
He could
injured way
hold
too
out,
much.
bro. You know what I'm saying? And that'll be a problem right there. I'm with, I like Ford, but it's just not happening, bro. You know what I mean?
Get rid of him.
Settlement, give him his, $5 million, you know what I'm saying? Let him go find somewhere else to play, you know what I mean? And then go try to swing a trade for Basham.
Is this even Leo or is this a bot? I think it's probably a bot. He probably got some AI.
But yeah, so 19, 20, 21. Yeah, so 20 next year is his fourth year. You know what I mean? So that's normally what it is next year. So he's going to be in the last year of his rookie contract, unless you give him a 5th year option. That's damn near like a rookie fucking like a franchise, damn near.
Right.
Like you franchise,
right.
A rookie player.
Did we 5th year option Warner and what's the name before we get them?
Well, it's only for first round picks. There's the
okay.
options.
So
yeah,
we just went to the end of the contract before we gave them. Okay.
Now we got to figure out something for Debo. That's the only thing.
Debo's going to get signed. Let's be honest. Okay, Bosa's going nowhere. Debo's going to get signed. So even if Jimmy won a Super Bowl, it wouldn't matter. We need that $26 million to sign those guys. You know what I'm saying? And to go ahead and pay off the contracts of everybody else. You know what I mean? So that's just the way that goes. They're both going to get. They ain't going nowhere. That's the core.
Yeah, and them too. And like I said, and we signed all the other players, so I don't think we really worried about that. And then maybe Greenlaw, but I mean, I don't know how much I'd really pay for Greenlaw. Like he's cool and everything, but I think you can find linebackers. Yeah, I think you can find linebackers too. Like nothing.
Look at Aziz. Yeah, the game of his life.
That's
one
of the easy,
all over the place.
One of the easiest positions I would say.
And he's had a good year. Yeah, it's an easy position to fill. And he's actually been decent. I mean,
except for middle linebacker. Middle linebackers are kind of special.
Yeah, but then we got one, so we ain't tripping on that.
So we ain't worried about that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's true.
So, Shahir is that dude's doing it this year. When he comes out, we play fast. I mean, with him, when Greenlaw come back, whenever the fuck that is,
gonna be nasty.
That shit's gonna be that's just gonna be way
those
like
3 guys on the field.
Yeah, that's gonna be
right. That's right.
So
and that's why we can't just fold the season on up, man. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
as long as there's an inkling, if there's a sliver of a fucking
reinforcements coming, like
inkling of a chance.
Greenlaw gets back in time for that Seattle game, we're gonna be just fine. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, and hide. And
I just hope Shanahan sticks with his guns, and this is how he's gonna be. I've still got a little bit of hesitant to believe it because of the way he came out this season. Yep. But I mean, it's a good start, and we can get the ball rolling from here, and that's who we are now. We have to be that smash mouth team the rest of the season. And it's important to get a lead early because we cannot. We've proven to not be able to come from behind on teams. We got to score in the first quarter. That was the best first quarter we've had all year. 1 touchdown,
maybe 2, 3. Nah, we're not coming back. I mean, at least we haven't. I agree with you on that because we haven't seen it this year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In the Packer game, we should have had that. That should have been locked up. You know what I'm saying? But that was a touchdown or 2, and that was it.
Oh.
But getting back to the Packers real quick, I said it a couple weeks back, and I'm gonna stick by it. We're going to be a nightmare for them if they have to play us in the playoffs, because the snow coming down that benefits us. All that is for a smash mouth team.
Yeah.
All those crisp routes and all that, Devontae Adams is going to have to run. All them deep passes, they get a little bit harder to do in the snow. The snow is
that ball going to be hard too.
Lambeau is built for us.
Yeah.
And in the last few playoff runs when we've faced them, we've been able to take it to them. The Harbaugh years,
especially
even Kyle. What was that? 2019, we took care of him.
Yeah,
that was here. But had that been in Lambeau, it would have been a similar blueprint. Probably been. We probably blew them up by even more. So
there was no way we losing that team in 2019. Our front four was just too solid. There was no way they could stop that.
Yeah, 2019's already out the fucking window for me.
Exactly. That's the rematch I want. Basically, what I'm saying. If we get in,
that's what I'm saying. I want them.
I want Green Bay because I feel like
if Kinlaw's ass was actually in, we probably would have done a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Against Green Bay, especially if we do make it to the playoffs and see them again. I think that's a major thing, and that's one thing that's really screwed us off. The defense looked great this game.
DJ Jones was out there flying
Jones
around.
was looking awesome. I mean, let's be honest. By the time they came out for that fake field goal, I mean, did you call it? I did. I told
I
my
didn't
girl
see that one
straight up. I
coming.
looked right at my wife. I was like, babe, it's fake. I was like, don't fall for the fake.
If
Okay, boom. Jones is out there. The Tongan kid went over there and smacked. You know what I'm saying? It was wonderful. It was wonderful to see that. You know, we weren't fooled by any of that.
if Jones is healthy and can stay healthy, that's going to be a big help for the rest of the season.
Yeah. I mean, they're finally starting to realize to leave Armstead on the inside. They still, for some odd ass reason, put him on the edge. I know he's a great run stuffer, but the guy's looking for sacks too. He wants to, he's pressing.
Where's that motherfucker we got from Houston? What the fuck? Did you see him last night?
Oh yeah, yeah.
What the fuck? What is that dude?
What is he? Otufe?
At the end, right?
Yeah, something. I don't know what the fuck, but I don't know where he's at.
I'll be honest with you, man. Fuck it, dude. Give Arden Key the job.
Yeah,
he
had a sack last night.
He fights. You know what he reminds me of Hyder Jr. from last year. He doesn't stop, man. You know what I'm saying?
That was big. That was a big loss too. Hyder.
That's what. So I would give Key most of the starts from here on out. Abukum is just, I don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
Leave him on special teams and
ass. Call him ass. That's all right. Call him ass cheeks. That's what he is.
Whatever he is. You know what I'm saying? And let him go.
That's what he is.
On out. Get water for it. Go give me some Gatorade. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with that guy. If we just find our pass rush again, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these teams are just going to go right by the wayside. Because and then also, be honest with you, I don't know what constitutes as a hold anymore. You know what I mean? I mean, they just so full of shit.
Yeah, because Bosa got held on that fucking around his neck, and then they didn't call shit on that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we got one holding call, and I don't think it was even on him. You know what I mean? All game they do this to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
but that was blatant though. Like he had headlocked his ass. Like his whole arm was over this dude like this, and he was still, and they didn't call shit. I was like, "Blood, you can't be serious, right?"
It was the same thing. It was the same
thing. He almost got it that time, but it was like, damn, all right.
It's pathetic. You know what I mean? So I mean, I really don't get it. You know what I mean? We can take this all the way back to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And they're so inconsistent with the holding calls. It's not even a joke anymore.
Against us anyway. They do a good job for the other teams and shit.
I should have made that clear.
Yeah. You know what I mean? All right. Well, fuck it. But it's looking good. Yeah. If we keep this shit up, then we should.
The future's looking a lot brighter than it was last week. I'll tell you that.
Well, I mean, after that egg that the defense laid last week, they definitely came in with, a major chip on the shoulder. You know what I mean? Did you see them? They were doing everything a little bit different. You see the play when they try to hit Van Jefferson up the middle on a seam. I think it was. I saw Kevin Givens out there on a spy. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else, the three man in trying to get the rush. That was badass. You know what I mean? Because it showed that D'Amico isn't trying to strictly stay in wide nine. He went to nickel for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, no shit. Like
it's like below. D'Amico, come on, bro.
Tripping, dude.
Don't get so caught up in
in
base defense.
Yeah, that's what I say. And they were lined up more on man and play more on the line of scrimmage instead of that fucking. That helps too. Like what?
Exactly. Like
why the fuck?
Jam your guy. It's okay.
Yeah, like get in there. I said that shit a couple times. I was like, oh shit. I was like, they're getting, I was like, oh fuck, they're getting up there. All right.
Jimmy did it. You know what I mean? It looked good. It basically they came in and from all levels, from what I saw, they just straight up said, we're just gonna play bully ball. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bully him on defense, we're gonna bully him on offense, we're gonna bully him on special teams. And that's just exactly what we did.
They're probably looking at all them free releases they got that fucking last game. Like, wait, what the hell? Like, what are we doing playing 10 yards off on a fucking 3rd and 3? Like, what the hell? What was that stupid shit about? Like, come on.
Don't get burned. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck?
Real.
But anyway, yeah. So run the ball fucking 30 times, 30 to 35 times, like we've been saying. This guy fucking finally
30.
listened. At least 30.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, doesn't matter if we don't do nothing. Like, I don't give a fuck if it is, you know what I mean? Like, just do the shit. Like, it'll crack eventually.
That's what we said. Elijah had a 3.4 yard average, but he ended up today with 90 something yards, right now.
Yeah.
90 something yards,
95,
touchdown.
Yeah.
He was in there doing the dirty work, and that's fine. Because that dirty work shit is where you're gonna beat the crap out of the defense. And
that shit gonna make a difference end of the 3rd, 4th quarter and shit like that. You've been fucking smacking them.
Having to bring your safeties and everybody in, and then they gotta get hit because they don't stay clean.
Yeah.
So it just it's who we are. You know what I mean? And when you start getting away from who the fuck you are, bad shit starts happening to you. So,
Jalen Ramsey getting fucking mad and shit. Had me rolling on the sideline. He was getting fucking getting me mad.
Yelling at everybody. Thought it was going to be easy. Not against us, baby.
All right. Well,
well, that's it. I'm good.
Done with the Niners for now.
I'm good.
You want to stick around for some of this other shit, Cello, or what?
Yeah, I ain't tripping.
Let's talk a little Dubs real quick. Beat the Nets tonight.
I didn't even
beat
see
the
it.
Nets tonight.
I
didn't see the whole game either. I only seen half. But I mean, more impressive is the 12-2. You got GP2 coming off the bench and being a major factor in these games. The strength is numbers is back. This team is looking like legit. And you're gonna get Clay back. You're gonna get Wiseman back. Kuminga was getting some minutes tonight. So Warriors are looking fucking legit, looking scary. And on the opposite end, Lakers are looking like shit, and I'm loving every second of it.
Yep. Right.
For sure.
Right.
Leo says Curry. Yeah, Curry had the 50-pointer the other night.
He came back from last season with a bad taste in his mouth, man.
It was just, I just can't wait can't wait till fucking Clay gets back. Like, I'm a fucking, jeez, I don't even know what I'm like, Clay.
Just because those guys,
I just know what it's going to be.
Just because those guys are coming back, it's going to push a couple guys to the bench. And then when you look at that starting lineup and then look at that bench, that is just old right there.
And that's what it and that bench is a lot better because we got a lot of them big dudes too that can fucking get it in now. You know what I mean? Like fucking white boy. I still can't pronounce his fucking name, but I like that motherfucker. Like that dude fucking
got a good shot.
Bielika, that dude fucking in there. We got goofy ass Looney still some height, and then like Wiseman, so that's 3 right there. That's like we always gonna have some type of height on there, which is good. Grab us some fucking boards, give us a little,
And they've been really good on offensive and defensive boards this year.
Yeah, so that's good.
The defense was playing. The defense was legit tonight.
Oh yeah,
we were running some mania-ass boxing one shit, some crazy ass defenses on the Nets. Big Leo, our former co-host, he's been replaced by a robot apparently. Top 3 NBA team, 60 wins for sure. This is Ultron Leo.
He did call, he called the 60 win. Maybe that was a bot too, calling the 60 wins.
Right.
I said 52. You didn't want to give a number. I remember you was like 47 to 52 or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, I just give a range.
To lock up the first seed.
I give ranges.
Whole bench contributes, points, rebounds, assists. Agreed. GP2 got the hops. Yeah, man, it's looking nice.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And early, who's coming off the bench? So of course you're gonna have Iggy coming off, Gary Payton coming off, Jordan Poole coming off.
And
every time we got Iggy on the team, it seems like we always fucking do good.
Stability, veteran leadership, baby. That's
just,
And Damian Lee too. Damian Lee's been I was critical of him game 1, but man, he's been fucking legit.
You hear all these names and these guys coming off the bench, and that's your bench. That's your second team. God dang, you know what I mean? Right now, you can start that bench in some cities, and you know what I'm saying, some other teams, and you can do some things.
We haven't been so deep since 2015.
Right?
Yeah,
that's what our bench been.
And like I said, and it's only gonna get better. Like because when Clay come out there, you can't pull that shit on Curry with fucking Clay out there. You gonna give Clay the wide open? Go ahead, give him the fucking wide open threes.
Didn't you say, Nip, that you're worried that he's gonna be a little slower?
Who? Clay.
Yeah.
I said worst case scenario. We still have
maybe on defense. Maybe on defense because it's a little more reactive and shit.
Yeah, we still gotta be. Everybody's assuming he's coming back 100%. We gotta be prepared in case he doesn't. And we did. We got younger. We got Kuminga and we got Moody. Mm-hmm. So we didn't put all our eggs in that basket, which was smart. Yeah. We kind of did come up with the plan B scenario in case, because you never know. You never know. But
even his presence out there is just going to be, like I said, you ain't going to be fucking doing all that bullshit he was doing last year on Steph.
I was more concerned about him defensively. I don't know if he's going to be the same defensively.
That's what you're saying.
Shooting, that ain't going nowhere.
You may not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just it's going to be there. Maybe even driving, because he used to be a little not too aggressive to the hoop, but he used to go. He used to go to the fucking rack a little bit. I don't know how much he's going to be doing that now. Yeah.
He needs to be on a pitch count for 2 or 3 months, I would say.
You got to wonder what he's going to be. Is he going to be like everybody else, where it takes 2 years to come back from that injury? You know what I'm saying? Or is he going to be like Bosa, where it only took him a year and look at what he's doing right now? Like it never happened. Some of them people are like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they always say that when you do heal 100, your shit's stronger than it was before.
I mean, he hasn't played in 2 years though. You know what I mean? So you got to take that into account too.
There's going to be rust. There's going to be rust, court rust for sure. But I'm wondering what kind of healer.
I'm gonna stretch real quick. I'll be right back.
Go stretch, dog.
What are you talking
Seventh
about?
inning stretch.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man.
This dude here, yeah. So
I'm gonna get up and go do some horizontal yoga.
Yeah, he's gonna do 2 fucking stretches. You're gonna do lunges. Yeah, so that's good. But like I said, I can't stress enough how fucking much this dude is gonna fucking help the Warriors when he comes back. So like I said, even his presence, just Clay out there, it's like, oh shit, like now we can't, we can't put everyone on fucking Curry no more. We can't fucking mob his ass like we used to. Because like I said, and like I said, like in Damian Lee, like, you know what I mean? Or whatever, not Damian Lee, whatever.
And then we're forgetting about our lost man, Wiggins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wiggins still doing
and then fucking Wiggins, Wiggins fucking it's like it's gonna be too much. Yeah.
I agree.
And then Wiseman, and then I was on Wiseman as last year because I didn't think he was like doing enough. I didn't think he was putting in a lot of effort. I thought he was making a lot of bonehead shit. But I mean, if Wiseman, like, I just like his size, and I think he can do a lot with his size, whether it be scoring or fucking defense or what. Like, and if Wiggins comes through and fucking does, if he does some shit like on offense, you know what I mean? Like, it's
you're right. You're right. First off, because Wiseman, I mean, why you think Dre was pulling his ass to the side every couple of minutes and yelling at him? So that obviously, you know what I'm saying, he needed to, go ahead and mature a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got something more to work with, especially Kuminga and Moody. You know what I mean? That was great pickups. Yeah,
for sure. Kuminga for sure. So I want to see him. Like, whether or not he's able to reach his full potential with our team just because we're so deep, I don't know, but I hope he don't go nowhere because Draymond ain't getting fucking younger.
Right. Well, I mean, we just need him to contribute. We don't even need him to reach that full potential shit yet.
Yeah. Because Kuminga's natural. From what I've seen from Kuminga, not playing in NBA, but just like watching him play like G League shit, like fuck, like that boy is.
He sees it.
If he takes that, if he's that in the NBA, like if he's that on our squad, that's like, like what are you gonna do with these motherfuckers?
It's gonna take him a while, but when playoffs come around, that's when we're gonna need him to step up.
And if he's there, like I said, if he takes that G League fucking Kuminga into NBA Kuminga, it's like what the fuck are you even gonna do against us? It's like, boy, they got Wiseman fucking shitting on people. We got the fucking shooters. We got fucking defense. We got fucking some of the. It's just like, what the fuck you gonna do? Like, you can't do nothing. What are you gonna do?
Leo says just knowing Clay coming back, Warriors are playing with purpose. They know the team will just get better, and not only that, you got a chance to maybe get some of them vets who are looking to ring chase later in the season. Might want to come around, jump on the squad, and we have the pieces in case we need to make some moves. We have Wiseman. We have Moody. Wiseman and Moody. If we need to make a move and go get a vet that's available that can help us win a ring, we have the ammunition to do it. Not saying we should, but we have it's always good to have the option and the ammunition there in case something comes up.
That's the good thing about having the front office that we have and the ownership group that we have. They won't fuck up. They won't sacrifice, the chemistry. You know what I'm saying?
Can we get a couple of these motherfuckers to go on the Niners? Like in fucking
really.
Christ.
Yeah, it gets y'all to buy these dumb fucks out, man.
Kuminga looked like a mini Iggy. Yeah, kind of reminds me of Oladipo. I think that's who he's gonna. That's who I would comp him with.
Yeah, I can see that.
His defensive style, is that what he means? Or what does he mean? They scoring?
I don't know.
It's probably the way he moves.
Ultron Leo, what do you mean?
Runs on the court.
Is it all over all out game or just defensively?
Is this What If Ultron or is this the Age of Ultron? Like what do we got going on here?
Beefing with the Watcher. I just think I think Oladipo would be my comp. I think he's a little bit bigger than Oladipo though, if I'm not mistaken. I think he got a couple of 2 inches on him, I think.
I just like he's aggressive, and you know what I mean. And I think that's probably an element.
We haven't had a legit swing man. In the whole run, I don't think.
Price is KD. I mean, KD's probably as close as we got. To that shit, just because KD. I mean, that's what I miss about fucking KD. Like when he fucking took that shit to the rack and just, you know what I mean. You knew he was gonna
every time
back in the rim.
Fucking just nasty.
Getting the opposing defenders into foul trouble. We've been missing that a little bit.
Yeah,
But
Well, he's been
that's
dangerous.
we got that slasher. I think he can do that for us. We don't need him to be shooting threes.
Yeah.
If he does, that's a bonus. We need him to attack the rim and play
Mhm.
defense.
Yeah.
That's what's good is with our rooks coming in. We have specific roles designed for them. They don't need to be trying to be rookie of the year, trying to win games for us. They just need to do the roles,
Exactly.
and then they can grow gradually. And by the time playoff come around, then we'll ask them to do a little more. Then we'll ask you to do this. Maybe we'll ask Kaminga to cover the best player, defending player. You know,
Yeah.
we can take baby steps with him. We don't got to rush him on the court. Even Wiseman, we don't need Wiseman to be a world beater. We don't need to. We need him to be 20. We need a solid 12 and 6, and that'll be enough. You know, Looney could just be the vet.
Yeah.
You know, he ain't gonna give you nothing flashy, but you know, he's that grimy dude who's gonna be able to.
If he could hold on to the ball, that'd be fucking great.
Yeah,
too.
you just need to limit turnovers with Looney. Don't give him the ball on offense.
Don't get the
Let
ball.
him be the defender. Don't run nothing through him. Just let him be rebounder. Let him draw some charges. Let him do all your cleanup work. He's a cleanup man. Let him do the grimy shit.
But so I don't know. I'm even beyond this year. I'm fucking liking our team, like straight up, like.
Well, yeah, I mean, we essentially retooled without having to get rid of any of our core. That's all you can ask for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Steph 33. He's getting a little long in the tooth, a little bit, just like Clay. I mean,
his style of play, he can play till 40, easy.
He's got time.
Yeah.
And the way cats are taking care of themselves nowadays, as opposed to the older dudes, the bang and grind cats.
Definitely.
It's way different.
Steph don't take no punishment. Rarely.
Yeah, he does.
He seemed to have got the ankle figured out, solved a little bit. Whatever. I don't know if it was the surgery, the shoes, or what, but it's worked out apparently.
Yeah. Well, when he falls too, like the way he falls, he'll fall and slide away from some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
tries to limit a lot of what I'm saying, like that. Well, not so much damage, but impact on his body. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he's jumping for a shot and whatnot. Which is why every time he hits like a 3, 4, 5, maybe he's trying to draw a foul, but a lot of times it's just him just shooting away and just boom.
And it seems like his shot is I
could easily see him playing to 40. I mean, I'm not even being a homer. I mean, what's
he looks
stopping
to be in great shape, man. You know what I mean?
And it seems like his shot is getting better. Like as crazy as that is to fucking imagine. Like I think his shot is fucking like is way better. Like you know what I mean? It just I don't know.
He feels
like I'm saying, it just seems like he just hit me just way more now. That's right. Like so. Yeah,
Clay would be the one I would have more concerns just because he's had the major, more serious injuries.
And he hasn't played in 2 years. You know what I mean?
The ACL and we rely on him more defensively than we do. We know that Steph, ain't the best defender. He's a decent team defender, but he stepped it up the last couple of years. But we need. Well, in the past, we have needed Clay to be the two-way defender, shutdown guy. With the younger guys coming in, we don't really need that as much anymore. That's why it was a great contingency plan. They got these guys, and they held on to the picks and they didn't deal them. They're looking like that we got aces in the deck ready to go, in case our other ace is not what he once was. But I think he's still going to be at high level. I was just saying worst case scenario.
Sure.
And on the defensive side, I was a little concerned. But I think we got contingency plans in place, and I think we're ready. I think we're ready for anybody.
I just can't. I think. Lakers ain't fucking with us. I doubt that.
No. I'm not worried about the Lakers. I'm more worried about Utah and
maybe the fucking
Utah
Mavs
and
wait, no.
Nah,
who the fuck is Jokic? Who the fuck is Jokic?
Nuggets and Jazz. Those are our Suns.
Them
too.
motherfuckers.
But I think we deal with Suns.
I think we fuck with the Suns.
Yeah,
The only thing I will say is we haven't played any top comp really in the West yet. It's been mostly East Coast teams we've been whooping on. Charlotte, Bulls.
Yeah, we whooped on them.
Charlotte, Bulls. Who else? But I mean, this is as good of a start as you can ask for. And now you can bring the rookies.
That's what it was. There you go. There you go, Leo. It's Grizzlies. That's what it was. Those motherfuckers.
That was just early in the season, though. I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah, but they knocked us out the fucking shit last year, didn't they?
But we ain't have Wiseman, we ain't have Clay, we ain't have Kaminga, we ain't have Moody, we ain't have GP2 getting any minutes.
We didn't have all these motherfuckers.
Even in that Memphis game, we were still early. It's still early in the season. I ain't worried about Memphis. Jaw's a beast, but I ain't worried about Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see him at full squad, and then what I mean.
They know how to play. They do have some bigs though. They do have some bigs.
Well, they've always known how to play us well. You know what I'm saying? Like Leo said, it's almost like it's almost like a conference game when we play them. You know
that's when we'll need Wiseman. If we see them in the playoffs, that's when we're going to need that.
Yeah.
Defensive presence. We're going to need Wiseman to step it up defensively.
Big tall cat in the middle. Yeah.
Grab some boards. We're gonna need him to be more of a dog because I didn't see enough dog out of him last year.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I see flashes of brilliance on offense, but defensively, I need to see more awareness.
You need to see him in the paint, how he handles himself in the paint, like right under the hoop. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Need to see more of a defensive presence out of him. But hopefully, he said he put on 10 or 15 pounds, I believe, something like that.
Fuck, he needed it. Fuck, then he needed an extra fucking.
Yeah. And he was running
an
around
extra
like
fucking 10. Fuck. Dude. You need to drink some fucking
I think sky's the
grease
limit for this team. I might sound like a homer, but I mean, damn, what would be our weakness aside from a big man?
Yeah, for real.
Which we have waiting, growing in the background. And once he's ready to go, I mean, shit, I don't see a weakness for us really. And like I said, if it really gets desperate, we could ship Wiseman and Moody or Wiseman and Poole, something like that, to get a dominant big man if we had to. But I don't see the need unless somebody like Embiid would come available. But I would worry about his injury situation too. That would be the only like big man I'd be willing to possibly make the trade for. But like the injuries would be a deciding factor. I don't know if I would pull the trade.
Yeah, he's too Mr. Glass. He's too much Mr. Glass for me.
But like I said, towards the when they do start doing the buyouts trade after the trade deadline or whatever, they do the buyouts. You could see a vet center fall to us too. So we're definitely not. We're still a work in progress. These guys aren't going to stop trying to build this team into a championship contender. They know what it takes. I think they know that we need a big man. Yeah. We'll get one way or another. If it's not Wiseman, if he's not ready to contribute this year, I think we're willing to do what we have to do.
That's why I like these. That's why I like our fucking front office. I like our fucking, you know what I mean? It's just smart. You got all your bases covered and you get your fucking shit. And I like these fucking Shannon Lynch fucking goofy motherfuckers who don't know how to fucking do goddamn nothing. Came and draft first round picks. Like, what the fuck is your problem?
Their drafting is
dipshits.
I gotta say, their drafting has been
early drafting has been
atrocious. Their fourth, fifth, and sixth have been all right.
It's always gonna come back to this shit. Like, talking about the Warriors, it's always gonna come back to that.
Honda DeLorean says, I heard Gary Payton Jr. was 2-time Pac-12, Pac-10 Defensive Player of the Year and G League Defensive Player as well. Do you guys know if it's true? No, I don't know if it's true, but it sounds sounds legit.
Who fucking knows? But he's balling with us. So fuck.
Yeah, I mean he's ripping. He's playing defense. He's another one attacking the rim, which is what we've been missing.
How long has he been in the league?
Second year, I believe.
The second year? Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think last year was his rookie year. Leo, Honda DeLorean, you guys want to fact check us on that?
Yeah, we got him. Fucking dope, man. He's dad's hometown in the O.
Oh yeah, he's back.
Bay.
Oh,
in the Bay.
Yeah,
Hondo knows. Yeah, well, I'm asking both of y'all fucking.
Well, he was the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year
when
once. It says here. There's no mention of a two-time, and there's no mention of G League, but he was Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year in 2015.
And it's his second year. What is it? His first year or second year? I say second year.
It had to be his second year. Come on, you piece of shit.
Not second or third. I think it's second year.
2016 undrafted.
Really? Oh, so he's been in the league for a while.
Just fucking. We got a tendency to do that too. We just find these motherfuckers that's just like does it for us. That's what it was like with fucking Livingston. That's what it was like with fucking Iggy was always like decent, but no.
All right. Well, it's good. It's great that the Warriors are off to a good start.
Yeah.
It's
only beginning of the year. Yeah, it's only beginning of the year, and I'm really not. I'm more after All-Star game, fucking hoops myself. But it's always good to see. It's still fun to watch.
And there is a rumor that he is going to be elected Player of the Year for the G League as well. But it's a rumor, so I don't know how true that's going to run.
Okay. All right, let's move on to a little fight talk. We got a big fight coming up this week.
Oh yeah, fuck! I work too.
Bud.
Goddamn.
Bud versus Porter.
Shit.
Where is this fight taking place? Got to be Vegas, right?
I ain't even got no fucking signal where I'm gonna be at too. God damn it. Whatever.
You ain't watching the fight, so it's all bad for you.
I want to watch this shit.
You know, it's a tough one for me, but I can't go against Croft.
Yeah.
That's just how I see it, man.
Yeah, that's kind of the consensus, but
it's at Mandalay Bay.
All right.
Given the problems, though, I mean, if Porter plays it smart, I just like how he likes being aggressive, and he fucking just comes out.
I love Porter, man. He's one of my favorite fighters, but he's outgunned in this one, I believe. I could be wrong. I wouldn't be mad. Porter he's brought it every fight I've seen him ever fight. I've only seen him get schooled one time against Kell Brook. But he was a little bit raw. He wasn't as technically sound as he is now. He's worked on that a lot.
Like when Canelo first fought Mayweather.
Mm-hmm. And and that shit he lost to Adrian Broner. That was some stupid shit too. So whatever.
Leo says he got links for the fight. Hit him up on IG if y'all need the links at Big Leo 415. Now this is gonna be a fight. This is gonna be a dog fight. But I think I'm gonna pick Bud by 11th round stoppage, late stoppage. We have seen Bud go down against Adrian Broner, who I don't think has as much power as Crawford, and Crawford has the power in both hands, and he can do more. He's more of a jester.
Yeah,
I think
the only thing.
Porter is, he's technically sound now. He's a little bit more technically sound, but he's still. You don't want to be in a technical fight with Terrence Bud Crawford. I don't think he got the power in both hands, and he's gonna make adjustments all night. He might give away 1 or 2 rounds early, but they're both dogs. I mean, they both bring it, and unfortunately, I think Bud's gonna get the better of it. I think he may catch Porter getting a little aggressive late because he's down on the cards, trying to come in, make something happen, and I think he may just walk into something. And I think Bud's gonna get the stoppage.
I can see that happening for sure. But either way, it's fucking good ass fight. It's been a good ass year for some fucking fights, boy. Shit.
Yeah, some good fights. Yeah.
That Plant Canelo fight. Did we talk about that? We talked about it. I think.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. I think.
It's a good fight.
Fuck yeah.
You guys seen them fucking talking to each other and shit in round 9?
Nah, I see
that. Plant was like having a full-on conversation. I'm like, I'm a pretty good fighter for 21, some shit.
Yeah, anytime you got big yourself up, you know you're in fucking trouble.
Yeah.
How do you like it, man? I think I'm doing good, huh? Oh, yeah.
Well, give us a round, Selwall.
I say Crawford outboxes him. I think he's gonna go old school and just give him a boxing clinic.
Yeah.
I think he has better footwork. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's going to use that to his advantage against Porter, who's definitely got nasty power in his hands. I could be wrong though. You know what I'm saying? If Porter channels his inner Diaz brothers and just peppers him up, you know what I'm saying, with light shot to to power shot to light shot to medium shot, he could work him down, especially if he works his body. You know what I'm saying? But it's difficult because Croft, he's disciplined like that. He's not going to just let that happen. You know what I mean?
And he'll switch up if he needs to. He's not
exactly. You know what I mean?
He can even go. He can go southpaw or orthodox.
Yeah, he's multi. He knows how to do the dance. Basically, let's just put it that way. So because of the fact that he knows how to switch, I think that gives him a major advantage in a commanding, lead in the fact that he could just take this fight over. I'm going to go with Crawford because, like you said, every fight that I've seen the guy in, it never looked too big for him. The moment, you know what I'm saying? Like, always ready to work and do his job.
Yeah, he's even killed.
And he got that killer dog in him too, where he'll go for the knockout.
Exactly.
He can sense it, and he knows when to attack.
Yeah,
but he's so even
patient,
keeled.
But he knows. But he will go for the kill shot.
Yeah, he's so even keeled.
Is live. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that I got it against Porter. But to say that he has a puncher's chance is ridiculous. He's got way more than a puncher's chance. You know what I'm saying? So That's what I see with that. I got Crawford as the edge, but I don't see him doing much, but just teaching him something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Porter's best chance is to make it a dogfight, smother him, get him against the ropes.
Dirty box.
Which I think Crawford is too smart to let that happen for a long period of time.
Well,
He may get him there, but I think Crawford will get out of that, pretty quick.
His ring
IQ.
His ring IQ and the feel that he has. He doesn't let himself get pushed on a rope.
His generalship, yeah.
He has a very good feel, you know what I'm saying, for where he's at. You know what I'm saying? He's very aware.
I think he's a generational talent.
Yeah, I don't have nothing to say against that. He hasn't shown me something to say that he's not almost there. You know what I'm saying?
The major question is the opposition, but that's more Bob than anything. Holding back some of these fights.
Bob always tries to protect his guys. You know what I mean? And that's why people kind of chop people up from his side. But you know what?
I think had they fought in their prime, it's too late for that because Arrow had the accident, and then he had the issue with the retina. I think that fight, it's never going to be what it could have been.
No.
Because if Crawford goes out there and spanks Spence, they're gonna be like, oh, it was just a watered down Spence. Yeah. That fight that ship has already sailed. I don't even know if we ever see that fight.
It's sad. It does make, because I was looking forward to that when it was about to hit, and then the crash and everything, and it's just like, what the fuck, dude? You know what I mean?
But I had Crawford winning that easy. Not easy, but
I put anticipation for that fight on the same level as Ferguson versus Khabib. You know what I mean? That was another one that was just like, please, is it going to happen this time? And no. And now it's never going to happen. So, woulda, coulda, shoulda, you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean we don't just, really miss the fact that we missed probably some of the best fights that we ever could have seen.
I jumped on a boxing podcast earlier this week, and I asked them the question, I'm going to ask you guys, if Crawford pulls off the win, gets a spectacular knockout of a Porter, would you put him at or above Canelo?
Oh, they're neck and neck.
I'm putting. Well, yeah. I think, but I mean, if it wasn't for Canelo being a fucking beast that he is, I probably would have had Bud Crawford. Yeah. Probably one if Canelo wasn't as fucking savage.
But that's what I'm saying. If he goes out there and knocks out Porter on Saturday night,
I think he's gonna be where he's at.
It gets a lot tougher though.
Yeah, it does, but not too much.
The gap was already like this, and it gets like this. I still would have Canelo.
I don't know.
Best
I'd
off
have
resume.
Canelo just slightly ahead, but it wouldn't be much. It's basically
I think it'd be the same as it is now. Honestly,
I
think it's the same as it is now because I mean, yeah, Porter's good. I like Sean Porter and everything like that, but I mean, if you just beat Sean Porter, it's not gonna be like, oh yeah, he's better than Canelo. Like I'm not gonna put that on there like that. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be at the same, which is just right under him. I think it's like right under him.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I have Canelo in front.
Not close. I'm not putting this much under him, but I mean, like
But you know the weird thing. Crawford is older than Canelo. And you think he has the appearance of like a younger fighter. He hasn't had as many big fights, but he's actually older than Canelo by a year, I believe. Right. So that's just kind of weird, It goes to show you Bob Arum hinders his fighters more than helps him.
Well, he tries to protect his guys. You know what I'm saying? Because he thinks, I'm not going to lose all this money because you wanted to prove a point. That's why I got Canelo ahead as the greatest right now, because he never walked away from a tougher challenge. You know what I'm saying? And he never, he fought the guys he's supposed to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and beat him handily.
I give Canelo more of a love. You know what I'm saying?
And the only one he lost to was Floyd. Like what?
Yeah.
What?
Yep. Exactly.
But it's never good enough for some fans. They
those are the idiots. They don't really know too much, dog.
Yeah. I mean, they're clamoring for this Charlo shit, and I'm like, bro, if you really want the Canelo fight, why don't you fight Andrade? Why don't y'all set that up? Winner gets Canelo. Fight GGG. Fight Munguia. There's guys out there. Fight a Benavidez. Right. You can't call out Canelo, and then all these fans are like, oh, Canelo hasn't fought anybody in years.
Especially
but it's like
now.
The dude you're trying to have him fight ain't fighting nobody. Yeah. Like Charlo has nobody on his resume anybody would recognize, any casual would recognize. Benavidez has nobody on his fucking resume that any casual will recognize, and I think Benavidez would be the easiest win for Canelo because he comes in recklessly with all that shit. He getting countered. He's going night-night.
Yeah.
Great offensively, but defensively leaves a lot. Leaves a lot out there that Canelo could capitalize on easily. So I want to see the fight. I want to see is Benavidez and Charlo. I think that's a more even match. That's a fireworks. That's a lot of fireworks there. Charlo's a little bit crisper boxer, but Benavidez can bring it, and Charlo has shown he can be hit. So that I'd rather see that. And let's just segue that in. Did you make a pick, Womack?
I'm gonna take Crawford. If it's not a 9th round knockout, then it's gonna go to a decision. But I'm gonna go toward the 9th round knockout. I think he's gonna knock him out.
And Leo says he's Crawford by decision. So we're all a consensus on that. We're just going to touch on this real quick because it just happened today, actually. Canelo's going to Cruiserweight, apparently. So he's going to put on 32 pounds, and he's taking on, I don't know who the cat is he's fighting. I forget his name.
Think his body can handle 32 pounds?
I think it's a mistake.
Yeah, I don't.
How tall is he?
Versus, what the hell is his
How tall is Canelo?
5'8", I believe.
5'8"?
Or 5'9".
Damn.
So that's right above. That's right below what? Light heavy?
Yeah.
Huh?
No, that's above light heavy. That's
above light, yeah,
under
Oh, it's
heavyweight.
above light heavy.
Yeah.
200 pounds.
Yeah.
This. Oh, this.
So-
guy's mad. I don't know about that, dog.
That's
The-
why Jake
the-
Paul is over there talking smack right now.
The opponent
Who?
is Lunga Makubu. He's a WBC.
Why did Jake Paul talking
champion.
shit? He get fucking quitted by this dude.
Cruiserweight. That's why. He wants that paper, bro. You know what I mean? All he's trying to do is get paid. He don't give a shit about none of that, boxing tradition, none of that shit.
Yeah, so it says here, Canelo Alvarez gets WBC's approval to fight Lunga Junior Makubu for cruiserweight title.
32 pounds is.
I think it's too much. He can do it, but why take the risk? I mean,
I don't think his body's built for that weight.
and when we see what happened to Roy, he went up to heavyweight, fucked around up there, got the win, but he was never the same after that. So is he going to stay at cruiserweight? Because if not, that's a big mistake.
That's because his dumbass went up to heavyweight, fucking fought, and then came back down to fucking light heavy. He had a shit like.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like
if Canelo
30
makes
pounds.
this move,
And then
he's probably going to be stuck at cruiserweight because he tries to come back down. He's probably going to get folded.
he can't come back down the next fight. I mean, he can gradually come back down, maybe. Can't just go get all that weight and then just fucking lose it all. Like that don't make no sense.
This is unheard of. If he goes up there and gets a belt, I know he's going to have the haters saying he picked the easiest fight at cruiserweight. But come on, you put on 32 pounds and you fucking go up there and win a fucking belt. You got to give the dude props. I don't even see how this could be I think it's a stupid move, honestly. But if he's brave enough to do it and it's successful, shit, more power to
It's
him.
going to be a lot slower.
Yeah, lots.
Not only that, can his chin hold up to a cruiserweight punch?
Mm-hmm.
32 pounds is a lot of extra. Like
Yeah, that's a lot of. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking.
And this is supposed to happen in May.
Oh no, he's rushing. That's a bad idea. That's way too much.
I mean, unless I read that wrong, let me double check.
You're
But
talking
I think,
6. You're talking 6 months,
year?
6,
I
7
think
months.
they said May 2022, I believe. Let me double check on
no,
this shit.
that's not nearly enough time.
It'd be his only fight of the fucking year.
This dude's gonna
Yeah,
eat hella
yeah,
Chick-fil-A for fucking 2 months.
I'd have been talking about you want to do that. We're going to
Eat some more of that fucking Mexican meat. Fuck,
Dude.
that's all.
Mexican breakfast every day, bro.
That's all you can eat.
All that stuff.
I
Damn.
can't find it, but I swear I read
Fucking
that it was
arroz
supposed
con
to be
fucking-
May.
Arroz con steroid carne.
Yeah,
fucking-
really.
At least wait till fucking till September.
From cows treated with fucking steroids. Fuck all that,
Yeah, shit.
dude.
Just inject the cow. Don't inject him. Fuck.
Man,
But this shit is crazy though. If he goes up there and does this, he's a straight fucking savage. Like, and I was critical. I always mention this. I was definitely critical of him early on in his career because he was getting some of these funny style like weight game matchups and shit like that. But I mean, the dude's resume speaks for itself.
Wow.
I can't find anything to confirm this May, but I swear I seen May. And I was like, May? Like, that's way too early to go up 32 fucking pounds.
Yeah, you don't want to do that at all. It's the same reason George St. Pierre didn't want to fight at a specific weight. He wanted to gain the weight like kind of naturally and work out and turn it into solid muscle before he decided to go ahead and fight, because then you're just bloated. You know what I'm saying? You're carrying around a lot of extra weight that you're not used to. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker say goodbye to that fucking 6-pack. I know that.
Dude.
That's
Dude.
So
just off of that, I wouldn't even fucking
y'all
do
think
that.
this
I gotta
even
get rid
goes
of my
through,
6-pack?
or
Like, hell no.
is this dude just trying to get some headlines, even more headlines?
I don't know. I just think it might be some truth to it, because I mean, you cleared out fucking like 2 divisions. You're probably trying to just challenge himself and see what else is.
Why would he not go to 175? There's fights for him there.
That's weird.
There's Bivol.
That's weird to me, how you just skip light heavy and go right to fucking cruiserweight. If that's gonna happen, that's why it's like, what, you're just gonna skip a whole weight class?
Conspiracy theory. He wants that Jake Paul money, man. He wants to knock his ass out because he got pissed off at what he said, and it's like, fuck, dude, the guys are getting broke off. You know
but what I'm saying? Canelo beat the fuck out of Jake Paul at the weight he's at now. Like,
exactly.
I don't understand what the fuck.
You know what I mean, I don't know. Okay. It's conspiracy theory.
Tyson was what, 5'9", 5'10"?
Yeah. But his body's built way different than Canelo's.
He's,
like, he's
faster.
Different thing.
Faster and look. I mean, his shoulders. Like,
I'm 5'7.5", 5'8", right at the most. At my heaviest, I was 260. Felt like crap. I got down to 230. Didn't feel all that bad. You know what I'm saying? But I felt even better when I was at 200. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to get into fighting shape.
Yeah.
But still, I gotta tell you, the difference between speed at 200 and when I got to my lowest at 169 is tremendous. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't throwing. And he might gain a whole bunch of power. He hits hard as fuck as it is. So I mean, with 32 extra pounds, it might.
The thing that you were touching on earlier, Nip, will his chin hold up, bro? When I got down to 169, I got hit by a fireman. We call him Fireman John, and this dude looked like he was out of a video game. You know what I mean? All tatted on, whole shoulder. This guy's this big, and he's like 6 something. But when that guy hits you, everything went black, and then all you see was like little bits of like light, and then you come back and you're like, did I get hit? And then bam, you get hit again. You're like, whoop. Yeah, I did just get hit. You know what I'm saying? Now I was blessed with a chin. I'm not blessed, you know what I'm saying, with being super quick. But you know what I'm saying? I held my own against the guy. But I'll tell you, it would have probably been a lot easier to take some of them shots without going black every time he hit me. If I was heavier. But I mean, if you got an iron chin, bro, you got an iron chin. That, you know what I mean, it takes a lot to lose that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Canelo has proven he has a chin.
I'm just more concerned about the weight, because his frame doesn't look like he would be able to hold that thing. Like, Tyson's different. Like, I mean, they're probably the same height. Tyson may be a little taller than Canelo, probably, but Tyson's frame was just it was massive enough as it was massive enough as it was. That's what I'm saying. His body could deal with that fucking shit. But Canelo's, I don't think.
Neck. It didn't even like had a neck. So
I mean,
if he goes up and does this and actually succeeds, even if against the fucking a nobody, you still gotta give him major fucking props. He's skipping a weight division. Yeah. He's skipping fucking light heavyweight, going up and fighting a champ, even if it's a paper champ. Like, that shit is a fucking accomplishment right there.
Yeah, yeah.
So
especially after what we just did, you know.
I was making the case for him to just stay at 68 and make everybody come to him, but I guess he got other plans. If this is even true, maybe it's just for show. I don't know.
Yeah,
or like you said, that Jake Paul shit.
Yeah, could be, man. I mean, he makes more than Jake Paul, but how many people would plunk their money down just to see him get knocked? Because they know it would be coming, dude. You know what? It ain't gonna be like when Tyron Woodley, you know what I'm saying? You know,
I'm surprised Jake Paul's even fighting Tyson. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I remember hearing something about that.
No, Jake Paul. I think Tyson ain't gonna fight him because like his kids like him or some shit.
Oh, okay.
He may if Jake Paul gets too disrespectful, he may just rescind on that.
Well, what I'm saying is, he's not.
I'm good off fighting Tyson. Like, I don't give a fuck.
He won't get protected in that fight, bro. Let's be honest, dude. People tuned in to watch Canelo knock him out, and that's exactly if that ever were to happen, which I don't think it will. But still, you know what I mean? That's what people. It wouldn't be like when Tyron Woodley almost knocked out Jake Paul and then didn't, and it wouldn't be like when, you know what I'm saying, Floyd held up Logan, you know what I'm saying, when he basically knocked his ass fucking next week. You know what I'm saying? I got you, bro. Don't worry. Oh yeah, we're okay. We're good.
Yeah, he just clinched me and that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna be none of those. So that would definitely be a big ass money fight. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo would just walk home happy because he just made fucking 40 million, you know what I mean, for knocking out some fucking, you know what I'm saying, some soup can. You know what I mean?
You think Jake Paul would make out with the bigger purse?
No.
Is that what that is?
Hell no.
No, because they wouldn't do it under Triller. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't do it under Triller. They'd probably do it under a different production. You know what I'm saying?
The fight I want to see is Anderson Silva get a shot at Jake Paul. That's the one.
That'd be awesome. That would be so great.
That's the one I want to see.
Well, you know, Paul tries to run forward and he tries to move forward, basically. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine.
He does. I've never seen him go fuck forward.
Only because he's bigger than these. Bigger than all these dudes.
Counter striker, bro. That's what he's always been. That's his style. You come in, you throw, I make you miss, and bam, bam, bam. I mean, look at what he did every fight he ever fought. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's just what the professor does. You know what I'm saying?
He fucked up Chavez Jr. Great. That shit was sick.
That was freaking hilarious. It was hilarious.
And then he fucked up Tito. So I want to see this shit. I think that's the fight to make, if anything.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Canelo would go through with that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Paul don't want that.
No,
Paul don't want that. You don't want that.
You really don't want that smoke.
You don't want that.
You really don't. You know? Yeah. Speaking actually of the Spider, did you guys see the replay of his son?
Nah.
Vicious knocked out, man. Viciously got knocked out. Before that fight, he viciously knocked out this other guy. But yeah, he came back to haunt him real quick, man.
Shit, I gotta check that shit out. Where was that at?
You just look it up online. It's footage somewhere. I think I saw it on bjpenn.com.
Okay.
BJ Penn, fuck is that dude doing?
Well, he's not getting into fights in bars anymore. That's for sure.
He's doing privates and getting paid probably hella bread.
Oh my god, dude! The money he can charge for a private is ridiculous. You know?
Speaking of dudes getting in bar fights, you see fucking Dylan Dennis get choked out by the security guard a couple months ago. Got yoked out. Dylan Dennis, he's a fucking MMA asshole.
He's an MMA fighter that doesn't fight for an organization right now because he just got cut.
He's like Connor's boy. He's one of Connor's homies.
That's all you need to say.
Connor's mouth, but he can't do what Connor does. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have Connor's knockouts. That's the problem.
But he got straight murphed out by a security guard. Like, I mean, dude had hella weight on him, but still, if you're like a trained fighter, he was drunk too.
You can look up TMZ.
That makes a difference.
And TMZ will tell you they have footage of it.
That makes a difference.
Roger Huerta got into it with some huge like defensive lineman or D tackle from Texas. He was a Longhorn.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the fight go down basically. Well, you don't see it, kind of gets choppy with the camera sometimes, but I guess this kid comes out of the club and he blinds. This is old. This is pretty old. He comes out of the club and blindsides some chick who was standing there. You know what I'm saying? Like in the middle of the fight, yelling. I guess at somebody, you know. And this dude, I mean, he could have pushed her off his shoulder like a fly. You know what I'm saying? That's how little she was compared to this guy. And he's straight. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And she drops, dude, like, you know, he's dancing around in the middle of the street like who's next, and out of nowhere Roger Huerta walks up, and the look in his face is like, the fuck are you doing, dude? And then dude snaps at him, and then, you know, they square up, and then the camera goes boom boom, and you hear Roger's friend going, no, Roger, no. And then the next scene,
no,
the guy
kill him
down and fucking
kill him.
They stop it, you know what I mean? And because, you know, but the last thing you see is Roger runs up to stomp him the guy in the head. You know what I mean? Roger gave up at least 100 pounds to this guy. So yeah, you're right, Nip. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right, Womack. You know, when you're a trained fighter on that level and you're in fighting shape, you can stand up to a whole lot of shit. You know what I mean? Believe it.
Oh no, but shit's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Stupid.
We get to talk about the UFC, but we could touch on it real quick. That was a cold ass card.
I
missed a lot of that card actually.
Oh, you didn't see it?
That whole card, but there were something like I think 6 knockouts and 2 subs, something like that.
Damn.
The rest were submissions. I heard that fight. that Holloway, what's the name fight was on the level.
Oh
Also,
yeah, that was nasty. That was an ill ass fight.
Yeah, I also heard Holloway kind of ran away with it. You know what I'm saying?
Towards the end, yeah. That was a nasty fight, but gotta definitely get you on some more so we could talk some MMA shit. Because Womack don't watch no MMA. He be
Right.
fucking
I don't watch the shit.
Right.
Weekend time is fucking family fucking time.
Right.
I feel it.
Shit. Even that's why I was late today. I fucking had to get off work, and then I had to help my son with his fucking homework, and then I had to fucking eat a little something, and then I had to fucking hop on this shit.
That's right.
Like,
All right, well,
never ends. Never ends.
let's get one more and then get the hell out of it. We can make this a quick one. It was
All
just
right, what we got?
just a Spidey trailer. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see it.
I didn't see it.
Not seen
Oh,
it yet.
y'all ain't see it? Okay, I ain't gonna spoil it. We'll cover it another time.
You want to talk about something? There's a rumor that Jackman actually is coming back in as Wolverine in Multiverse of
Hugh
Madness.
Jackman?
Yep.
Oh shit.
And if you look it up, you'll see a lot of reports of it. So it might actually be true. Supposedly, him and Patrick Stewart are reprising their roles.
That would be sick. You know they announced the X-Men cartoons coming back on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
X-Men 97. I was amped up for that shit.
That sounds cool. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. It's gonna be just a continuation from where it left off, supposedly.
It's real.
Same animation style. I think pretty much every
good.
voice actor's coming back.
Because like the last season of that shit was super ass cheeks.
I was actually
fucking
rewatching
excellent
with my
shit.
daughter, and she was liking that shit. And
Yeah.
shit, I never finished the last season yet. We got to get to that.
That shit. Don't even waste your time, dude. That shit sucks.
What
All the
was
animation.
storyline on that shit?
It wasn't like I don't think it was a real story. It's just the animation's different. The stories were fucking trash. That shit was goofy. Like I wouldn't even fuck with it.
Right.
Morph
shit
came back, right? Some
sucked.
shit like that.
That
That was
No.
like season. I don't know.
season 2. He came back.
He came back again though. I think
Again,
he came
again?
back 2 times. Yeah, he left and he came back again. I don't know. That shit's fucking all over the place.
I don't know, but that shit.
So
Don't even
it's-
waste your time. Don't waste your time with that last season of X-Men. That shit was fucking. That was
That was the
goofiest
best
shit.
Wolverine, though. I would say.
That's
Shit.
when they had that Love Me Christmas special and shit. Like, that shit sucked, dude. Like, nah, don't even fuck with that shit.
Yeah, that Christmas was whack.
Give a look at some of them Japanese animation Wolverines that came out. You know what I'm saying?
Where would I find that shit at?
Pretty
Netflix?
damn solid, bro. You know what I'm
YouTube?
saying? I think it was on Adult Swim for a minute, so you might want to try
Wolverine?
it.
Really?
Yeah, it was some kind of you could tell from the animation that it was Japanese animation. You know what I'm saying? And there was a couple different ones that I heard about. I never got to watch them really much myself, but you know what I'm saying? I did see, some previews, and previews I saw was like, I need to find out what that shit's all about right there. They did another one that was a Japanese animation, but it was Batman. It's called Gotham Knight. That one's pretty cool. Check that out.
Who would you have as your best superhero in the X-Men cartoon, the Fox one back in the day?
Oh, the
was
best
a Gambit.
one?
Yeah, who you
Gambit.
taking?
Yeah, Gambit
Gambit?
type.
Gambit was pretty sick.
Yeah.
I gotta go Wolvie.
Yeah, Wolverine was
Sick in that
fucking
shit.
cool. That was always.
All his
yeah.
beef with Sabretooth, that was always fucking sick.
Gambit was always my dude. But don't get me twisted. I had a affinity for Archangel too. He was pretty much a sav.
Rogue was fucking fools up too. Rogue was beating the shit out of fools.
I thought
They didn't make
Archangel
her
was
as strong
going
in
to
the
be part of the group.
in the X-Men movie.
Yeah,
She wasn't
Nah.
that powerful, right?
Well, she wasn't strong. She wasn't flying. She didn't do
Yeah,
They
she
didn't even
wasn't
give her the Miss
Marvel.
Marvel powers and shit like that.
Nah,
Yeah,
she didn't do
yeah.
nothing. I think they might. Well, see, that was the thing, though. That was the rumor for the fucking Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah.
So supposedly she was supposed to be the first X-Men like character, and so that was gonna happen where she was gonna fucking take her powers,
still
or at
could,
least
right?
some of them. I guess she could take some of her powers. Maybe just the flight and like the strength, not the other like crazy shit she had, but just
ability and all that shit.
yeah. But
Oh,
she didn't take that.
Did you see Eternals? Either one of y'all?
I haven't seen it yet. No, I just actually watched Shang-Chi last night.
Okay, what did you
Yeah.
think of that? Because Womack refuses to
Nah,
watch it.
I refused. I was gonna go to the movie theater and watch it.
It was
Disney
actually,
Plus.
I liked it.
It was two things. I liked it because it was two things that I like. All right. You know what I'm saying? Being was born in the 70s and grew up in the 80s, love Kung Fu flicks, no matter what. You know what I mean? I'll sit down and watch them all. The fact that you can find a hell of a lot of them on YouTube is the dope. So it's two things that I like. I like Marvel movies, and I like kung fu movies.
Kung fu, and then you bring them together, and
and it's just like, bro, I just
that's what it is.
Ate one and laid the fuck back and watched it. It was awesome. It was pretty good. I thought it was pretty solid.
Give it a score.
It's up there with some of the best ones. I'm not gonna give it a 9 or 10 like some of the other ones, but it was definitely like a 7.5. You know what I mean? I gave it a solid 7.5.
I think I gave it like an 8, maybe 8.5.
Yeah, 7.5, 8. I wouldn't argue with an 8. It was a good flick. It was a good watch. You know
I was talking to Ray Doomzilla. He wasn't feeling it at all.
He wasn't feeling it at all. Well, because
the
Ray,
Mandarin stuff.
He knows the real stories. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He knows. He has the archives. I only know Shang-Chi from about when he did Max Comics, and that was in like the early thousands. You know what I'm saying? I read some of the old school Shang-Chis. They were cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's like with any comic, after a while, I don't like rereading your history every first 5 paragraphs. You know what I'm saying? It's like Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? He goes through everything that went bad for him.
Yeah.
Every single comic that he has.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And it's just like
same shit over. Like, we know you got bit by the fucking spider. We know you fucking
tormenting yourself, bro. He's gone. Okay, Uncle Ben's dead. So it's that kind of shit that kind of gets me sometimes, but I'll still push through that simple shit and read it. And it was a cool read. Don't get me wrong.
I like the action in the Shang-Chi movie though.
It was good.
The bus scene and the side of the building.
When I was driving, when I was doing a lot of Uber back in the day, I seen when they did the bus scene. You know
okay.
They actually stopped all the cars when that motherfucker came down, and it was half the bus. You know what I'm saying? Half the bus left. Got ripped off. I seen him come down the hill, hit a right onto. I was on Pine, and then they made and hooked another left. I think was that.
I think they did reshoots at Paramount.
Right.
If I can remember. I don't know if they did though. They might have. I think that was the reshoots they did on Paramount. I'm not sure.
It was only that like one take, and then lights, okay, go, and then the cops let you go. So seeing that on screen was pretty cool the way it actually all turned out, because all I saw was the bus hit the corner and then hit a corner again. I was like, oh, okay, movie filming or some shit.
And the side of the building fight was sick too.
That was pretty dope too. Yeah. I thought it was a good overall movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just finished Black Widow. I had to watch that just to watch it.
That was a one and done for me.
It was cool.
Yeah, it's whatever.
It wasn't nothing to write home about. You know what I mean? So it wasn't nothing to write home about. Red
Guardian was their fucking dad and shit. I was like, what?
Yeah.
It was okay, but I got no.
Taskmaster shit was trash to me. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine.
I got no reason to really see it. Yeah, that's what pissed me off the most.
They lost it on the Taskmaster for me too.
That was fucking whack. I was like, what are they doing?
I don't know why. Like, it's not even a chick. Why the fuck they got a fucking chick? It's fucking Taskmaster. That shit makes no sense.
But, Taskmaster was cold in the comics.
Yeah, he is. You know what I mean? He's that dude. But you know what I'm saying? I understand that they're trying to get more roles to everybody and spread everything out more. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. I don't have a problem with that at all. The only problem I have is that look, there's plenty of characters in the you don't have to go ahead and switch up something that people already know and like.
Yeah. It's already in the source material.
You just introduce another person. And
that's what I'm saying. That's my only thing too. Yeah.
That's the only problem I have with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's already in the source material. You don't even.
That's my gripe with all this shit.
And that's the only issue I have with it. I don't have a problem with you. Go ahead, dude. Spread that shit out, bro. Get the people that are in the comics as Asian. Cast them as Asians, bro.
I don't like the switching up the shit. Like
Ancient One, right? Ancient One was supposed to be Asian.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Put that man in there as an Asian dude. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You got another person that you can introduce as a strong character, female lead role. Pull her ass in. There's plenty of them in there in the Marvel universe.
They got a lot of fucking.
We grew up. Nick Fury was white when we grew up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't have a problem at all with them putting Sam Jackson up in there to take over, because I read the comic. You know what I'm saying? That they took that from, and I love that. Even if I didn't like that comic, Sam Jackson's my dude. You know what I'm saying? And
for sure, I just don't like
dimension to that character, so I'm cool with that. But Hollywood does this all the time.
I don't.
Certain changes they don't really need to. That's what
I just look at it. It's like the hand-me-down shit. It's like, yeah, we ain't gonna give you your own shit or make shit for you. You just here. You just take like here. You can take this one. We already did it. You take that.
Yeah.
Like it's like hand-me-down shit. That's all. Like, come on, dude. Like, really?
Yeah.
Like I know, like the whole diversity shit. Like I get it, but like you said, there's plenty of shit you could be diverse with that's already fucking there.
Right.
Like you know what I mean? Like
I'm saying,
like an X-Men. Yeah, like an X-Men. Like you have Bishop in there, but he wasn't worth the fuck. Like Bishop's a sick ass fucking character. Like you should have did something way better with fucking the dude. You know what I'm saying?
A whole lot better they could have done with so many different ones. Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse, really?
Yeah, you didn't have to fucking do that. Like,
I mean, you could have done it. You could have had him cast it, but they just fucked him up. And on top of that,
dude, they made him the same size as everybody else.
I didn't even see it, man. I refuse to watch that fucking movie.
Yeah, that shit was.
I don't give a shit who you are. If you know about Apocalypse, you know that motherfucker is no matter what. Even when he's small, he's fucking big. You know what I'm saying? And it just did not look right. I like Oscar Isaac as an actor. He's great as an actor.
The design was terrible. He looked like fucking dude from Power Rangers.
They talk about Ivan Ooze.
That they unwrapped.
That's what he looked at. He was that pinkish kind of like shit purple. He was like pinkish purple when he came out, and they're like, "Oh, no one's liking this," and just changed it. They went to Photoshop, changed the fuck After Effects.
I gave up on the X-Men franchise after. Was it First Class was good, and there was another one after that, and then it was like
Days of Future Past was good.
And the one of the Wolverines was good, or maybe both of them.
Yeah, the Wolverine, the second one. Yeah, second one was
the one where he was in Japan, right?
Yeah.
That
first
one.
The first one you watch just to watch. You know what I mean?
That was the one with Deadpool, right? Fucking Deadpool.
Yeah.
First appearance.
And they turned into Baraka. Like, what the fuck? The fuck you did that?
I don't know. Did you guys get a chance to see the new lineup for all the shit they announced on that Disney Plus day?
Yeah, Ironheart, all kinds of shit's coming out, man. Moon
What
Knight.
If season 2?
Yeah, What If season 2? You know what I mean?
I don't know about Moon Knight, man. I don't know. I didn't.
I've never really been a Moon Knight. I never. Another one. I've never been a fucking Moon Knight.
Maybe they'll get this one right though. The one that I'm pissed that they constantly bungle, that they actually might get it right now, with Barenthal as Punisher. So hopefully they stick with their guns on that one.
Oh, dude, I fucking look.
He was sick.
Yeah, have you watched both? Have you watched both those seasons on Netflix?
I watched most. Huh? I watched most of the second season. I haven't finished it yet though.
Second season wasn't good as his first, but it was.
You don't think so? Oh, I don't know. I think there was a lot more. He was fucking people up in that second fucking season.
I think
second season was sick. Don't get me wrong, but I think
he could have kept the story old school Frank Castle style. But I didn't have a problem with them switching up to like the Cold War. It was
the only thing was the Jigsaw. The Jigsaw shit was fucking lummy. But other than that,
they always fuck that up too, bro. Look at the movie Warzone. And
that shit was weak.
You know what's funny though is I thought that was probably the best. Besides, I thought that was a better Punisher. It was a better, I thought it was a better Punisher shit. Like when dudes fucking flipping through the air, and he fucking hits him with the rocket. Shoot, that was like
old school Punisher with was it Val Kilmer?
No, it was Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren.
If you read the comic of that, you would have been like, where the hell did you get the fucking parkour guys for this? You know what I'm saying? There was I don't know where they came from that.
That's what it was. But I just like the fact that he hit him with a rocket launcher and then
good old Hollywood, bro. Hilarious. No, the Dolph Lundgren one was the one that I think we all remember because we was all kids when that one came out.
Yeah, and it had nothing really to do with Punisher, right? It was nothing much.
Not really, it was kind of whatever.
It was like an action movie, 80s
The best one, in my opinion, was Thomas Jane. The Thomas Jane one.
Really?
That one.
Which one was that?
That was Dinner with the Punisher one.
Yeah.
With Kevin Nash?
Yeah, Kevin Nash, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That shit. So far.
And then the Johnny Cash fucking dude, I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Wasn't the villain hella weak in that? I think that was a problem for me.
Like I said,
Travolta, right?
You read the comic of that one. It's based on the one Welcome Back, Frank. And they could have done a lot with that one too. It's just Hollywood being Hollywood. They fucked the simplest shit up. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Frank Castle, the Punisher guy that just shoots a bunch of mob guys. How do you screw that up? You know?
And
the Hawkeye preview looks kind of sick. Looks kind of similar to Punisher to me.
Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, I ain't hating on that for sure. I'm waiting for She-Hulk. I can't wait for She-Hulk. I never seen a live action iteration of She-Hulk. Like I don't think there's has there ever been a live action iteration? I don't think there really has one. Yeah,
that's one for the Oracle. You got to ask Ray that one.
Yeah, I don't think there has, but I'm looking forward to that one for sure.
Who the fuck is Echo?
It's his daughter, I think.
Whose daughter?
Hawkeye's daughter.
Oh, is it?
I think, but I don't know.
Gotta ask.
I don't know.
Ryan.
That actress is cool.
I'm sorry. Echo is a chick. She was part of the Hand.
Was she?
Yeah, she was part of the Hand, and I think she got out somehow, and she eventually became Ronin, and then she passed the Ronin armor to Hawkeye.
Because I guess they're making an Echo show, and I was like, "What the fuck is
Right,
Echo?"
right. Echo Martinez, I think was her name. I can't remember.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think
I
you're
think
right. I
it's
see
somewhere.
something about that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but to get rewind real quick to get back on that fucking X-Men shit, like, and I was talking about this shit with Ray, dude. I want them. I don't know what they're gonna do. It doesn't sound like they're gonna do it, but they need to start off with the fucking original 5 fucking characters. I thought they need to start off with fucking Iceman, Beast, Cyclops, fucking Jean Grey.
Well, they did that.
And Angel. And
They
then
I like
tried to
Ray's
do that.
idea of making it start out as a Disney Plus show. Get
That's
get
not
all
a
the
bad idea.
background,
It's not a bad
and
idea.
then come with a movie.
Like,
Yeah.
as they're young. Yeah.
They tried to do it with First Class, but I like First Class, but I just thought it was the wrong characters.
Too much shit.
Yeah,
They added too much to First Class.
yeah, and they just need like I said, like they need to start off with them 5 first and go against Magneto, and then the second one, then you bring in Storm and Colossus and like Wolverine. You know what I mean?
Like the comics, just
Like
the comics.
Giants. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, it's right there for you. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Marvel
I think that would have
Zombies
been
gonna
way.
be sick too.
Which one? Zombies?
Marvel
Yeah,
Zombies.
Zombies. Yeah, that's gonna be a show too.
That's cartoon, right?
That shit should be pretty.
You have to
fucking-
make it a cartoon, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be like What If style animation.
it would definitely be a cartoon.
I think that was the kickoff for it.
That
They're
was
probably
one.
gonna
Yeah,
spin
that was
off
one of the
that.
better episodes of What If too. Was the fucking zombie one. I like that shit. That shit was cool.
I like most of them, but there was a few definitely that stood out. And that was one of them for sure. The comic is hilarious. So if the comic is anything like the show, or the show is anything like the comic, vice versa, it's going to be worth a watch. You know what I'm saying? The comic was pretty damn funny.
Did you like the Doctor Strange episode? Because me and Womack we're opposites on that one.
It was cool.
I
I
like
don't
that
know exactly how I felt so much about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of hazy. I would watch. I would get like really stoned and then go watch them. So,
what about the Thor one?
kinda
I didn't like the Thor one. I thought
You
it was
did?
good.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I like that shit. I just like
we
the
talked
fucking.
about this. I didn't like that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
It's a little too cheesy for me.
Yeah, I mean, don't get it twisted. I watch them all because that's what I used to collect. I used to collect the what ifs. You know, they had
What ifs were
bad
sick back in the
stories.
day.
Hopefully, they actually go into those archives and pull out one and actually make one on the comic.
That'd
One
be
that they
sick.
should
For sure.
is when Wolverine becomes the head of the vampires. That is a bad-ass comic, dude. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's too R-rated. You know what I'm saying? Too much blood. So I don't think they do it. But that was definitely
Yeah. A lot of my What If comics I have like 80s out.
right.
You know what I mean? So
Watcher
it was
never
that. It was
fought in
that
that
little.
shit, did he?
Yeah, I like.
Did he ever fight in it?
80s ones were good too. Watcher fight? No, I don't think I've ever seen him.
I don't
fight.
think Watcher really
I've never
part
seen
of
him
what.
fight.
I don't even think he was really part of What Ifs. I just thought
I've
they
seen
were
him
just
get
like.
killed.
He was very
No,
slow.
he was part of it, wasn't he?
Huh?
I didn't see him in the. I got one that's kind of old. It's
I don't think he
Yes,
was honestly.
He was.
It has Marvel. It has it's about one about Marvel, one about Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, and one about Spider Woman. And
There's Spider Woman. I remember Spider Man and one and then What If one.
I could be wrong.
forgot
I'm
which one.
thinking. I'm gonna lean more towards I could be wrong. He might have been involved in the beginning, but near the end, like after like the 90s, they kind of just threw it out there. They didn't have him there. And the most recent one is that I seen. Yeah, he wasn't involved.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to go get my collection or
Yeah.
do something because I had a couple living there, but I never really seen Watcher in the What. It was just more just like stories, like storylines. It wasn't really
involved.
like.
He was involved. It just got later. Later on, they pushed him out and they just posed the question, "What if?" You know what I'm saying? I had a trade paperback of it was all about Civil War what ifs, and he wasn't involved in it. And only in one aspect of it he was involved, and it was him asking Tony Stark, you know what I'm saying, showing him these realities, but it was only with just Tony Stark, and then the other couple he wasn't in it. There was one definitely about Spider-Man who links up with Wolverine during the Cold War era, and then Spider-Man doesn't go back to Brooklyn. He ends up staying with Wolverine, and they become like wet work guys, you know what I'm saying, and mercs, and they tear shit up. And Spidey actually kills people. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. So, But yeah, that was
Marvel got me hyped, man. I'm a fucking huge fan of the MCU.
yeah, they do.
And I think it's like you said, because I was into comics, but I was never into them on the level that Doomzilla was on.
Yeah,
So I get why
I was for a minute.
I get why he has some of the bias. He wants to see how it played out the way he remembers it.
exactly.
And I ain't mad at that. That's
But
legit.
I already told him. But I already told him because he didn't like that fucking Hulk shit in Ragnarok. But I was like, yo, like I mean, at least they touched on it a little bit. Like they wasn't gonna make a whole movie. But now I guess
Ragnarok.
they did. Me and him talked about that. So we both got the same view when it comes to that. Because if they'd have made World War Hulk, that would have been a crazy saga.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're gonna. They wouldn't. I don't think that was ever like in the picture.
They're aiming at the Maestro, is what I hear. The
Maestro's gonna make a. I'm pretty sure you'll see him. You probably see him because they're doing the multiverse. You'll see him in one of these movies. You know what I'm saying?
He's just like Hulk on steroids, basically.
No, what he is an old Hulk. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Hulk that we have now. The crazy Hulk. He's like young. Maestro is basically a Hulk from a different dimension that figures out how to conquer the mindless Hulk. And then, he just basically says, you know what? I'm the fucking Hulk. And he just takes over everything. You know what I'm saying? Like he starts ruling everywhere, everything, all the planets. You know what I'm saying?
Man, fuck that. I want to see Mr. Fix-It. Like, that's the motherfucker. I like that fucking dude. Yeah. I like Mr. Fix-It.
I want to see Surfer. That's the one I want to see.
A real representation of the
Surfer. Real. I see a real Fantastic Four movie with a real Dr. Doom.
Right.
Like, I want to see all this fucking bullshit that these guys. No Marco Polo fucking Dr. Doom. I want to see
There's a lot of shit they can do, man. They
forgot about the Marco Polo bullshit.
You got all the fucking CGI you want and the guys that know how to make it.
You don't even need CG Doom, boy. Because all that shit be practical. He be dope as fuck practical. The fucking little fucking mask, the fucking dude. The Roger Corman shit was probably the closest you'll get to a real doctor. A fucking Dr. Doom.
They'll get Doom out there. They can't. He's too dope for them not to get out there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm shocked that they waited so long already.
Right.
They're playing the long game though. They got villains and heroes on deck,
dude.
For the next 30 years.
They've got. That's why when I say, you know what I'm saying, why change a character from a male to a female when you've got thousands of different female characters you can bring right in and won't miss a beat. You know what I'm saying?
Of all fucker, you take it. You want Asian? They got Asian ones. You got fucking. You want black ones? They got black ones. You got fucking. You want Latinas? Fucking super. They got. It's like they got them.
Decades.
They got everybody. That's what I'm saying. Like dig into the fucking bag.
Have you peeped
on the bag?
The Wu-Tang
dig into the bag. That's just dope.
The Wu-Tang Hulu show.
Oh yeah.
American Saga.
What did you think of the second season? I thought that shit was fucking sick.
I've seen them all. I've seen Mike's and Men and the Saga.
Mike's and Men is sick too.
I like them both. You know what I mean? I like them both. But you know what? It's always good to listen to them talk about it afterwards. Not the actors, but the real cats, because they say there's certain things that was added that never happened.
Well, of course, yeah.
Shit that they omitted that should have been in there and shit like that. You know what I mean? So
I thought the second season was better than the first though.
Wait.
More action and shit more.
Season 3 is going to be it, which kind of bothers me a little bit. Hopefully they cover a lot of ground because I'd like them to go all the way through to where they are now.
It might go up until Wu-Tang Forever, maybe.
I think it'll go after that.
I think you'll see them
for 3 seasons
when they break up.
3 seasons. That's it. Third season, they already announced it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
it?
I think they're gonna go through the solo albums. I think they can go through everyone doing the first solo ones, and then maybe up to Forever. I think that's what it'll be.
I agree with you on a little farther than Forever because You God and Dex first solo albums came out after Forever. You know what I'm saying? And so they'll do. I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna leave it.
Dex came out like last. I think it came out in the fucking 2000s. Was it?
Yeah.
Maybe 2010s. I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably late 90s, early thousands. It came out.
No, right now.
But basically, they're gonna leave them to a point where they, because they got to leave it at the happy ending that they made it. You know what I mean? So after that,
and you was in the house at that concert. That shit was live. I didn't see you, but Ray told me.
Stupid,
I was laid up in the VIP.
We had a great time. We went down to the pit. We found ourselves a nice little spot.
99.
And viciously, you know what I'm saying, mad dog the shit out of anybody that came near us, and they basically left us alone. So it was cool. It was a good time. We had our own little spot. We just, we
That shit was
blazed.
sick, man. That shit
Man,
was,
it was a great show, man. You know what I'm saying? Ray and Ghost and Jiz came. You know what I'm saying? And they did it up. It kind of throws me off because I thought Meth would have been there because they did that album together before him and.
I thought for sure there was gonna be one or two members that just showed up, just
showed
like
up,
as a
right?
cameo. But yeah, they didn't. They kept it just the trilogy, the
Right.
trifecta. But that shit was. We had seen them when they came last about like 7 years ago, but it was a whole group,
Where?
and they went to the Warfield about 7 years ago, I think.
No, they did one recently.
Oh, they might have done one after that, but that was the one I went to.
That one, I was gonna say because this one was a nice consolation prize for missing when they all came because they came with Young Dirty Bastard and it was all,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But that was the last one, and that bummed me out.
I was
came
gonna
with
say
Gold
I
Digger
actually
Bastard.
enjoyed this one a little bit better because it was less chaotic. It was just
Right.
three cats on the mic, and they pretty much all did their own shit until the end. They kind of like all conglomerated it at the end. They kind of came together, but it was less chaotic, and you got a better introspective into each album. You know what I mean? You could do. They did every song off of like pretty much all the albums.
It was definitely dope. It was a nice consolation prize. You let Doomzilla know that he still owes me. I don't care. I had to babysit his ass when he got drunk at the last one. At least we got to watch Jacka open up for Wu-Tang at the mezzanine. But then me and
I missed that one. I was gonna go to that one too.
Be happy you didn't because you would have been along with me and Mar babysitting Ray and getting his ass home. Yeah, I love you, Ray. You bastard. So yeah.
But yeah, that shit was that was an ill ass concert.
It was.
I got Cuban Links as probably my best Wu-Tang album. I think personally.
I was a bit definitely. I know Iron Man a little more.
Oh, Iron Man is hard.
That was my. I think that was my favorite. The best album, like Nip said, might have been Cuban Links, but my favorite one is probably Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man was dope.
As far as the solo runs,
I don't know because I think I don't know. We'll get into that another night. We'll do a top 5 Wu-Tang albums. Or something.
like Supreme. I like the Supreme Clientele too. Trust me, but I just think the
Supreme Clientele was dope. You know what I mean?
But Iron Man. I think the Iron Man.
You can listen to it from side A to side B.
Yeah,
that's the thing. With
you can do that. Look, you can do that shit with Cuban Links too. That's what I'm saying.
And they got Nas on that shit too.
Yeah.
That Nas track is probably
same thing with Liquid Swords. You know what I'm saying? You can listen.
Liquid Swords.
You know what I mean? They were just all masterpieces. Those albums.
Yeah, Mets can't keep up with that shit. I don't think.
Who Meth?
Tikal
was dope though. That shit was cool.
Tikal was dope. Yeah.
Not on those levels. Bobby Digital was sick too.
Yeah,
Bobby Digital. Yeah, it was. Bobby Digital was cool. The fucking who else? The Mets.
Old Dirty shit was hard. Let's not forget about Old
Judgment
Dirty.
Days. Yeah, Old Dirty shit was cool. Judgment Day was hard though. I like Judgment Day too. The fucking Judgment Day 2000. The fucking Method. His second one.
The one that
he actually came with it more. The second one. I think
the one that flies under the radar a lot is You God's album, Gold.
I didn't. I like one song off of that fucking album.
Dude, you gotta listen to it again. Like, listen to it and just, you know what I mean. But be relaxed. Like, this is what you do. You put it on as background music and go do whatever you do, and then watch how surprised you'll be at some of them beats that catch you. I'm a beat guy. You know what I'm saying? And
me too. Same here.
Yeah, if the beat ain't there, then I'm not gonna listen to it too much. But it did take a minute because I did the same thing when I first heard it. I went through like, so many tracks, and then I was like 3 tracks I like. But when I listened to it again and again, that's when it caught me. You know what I mean? Those one of those albums, it needs at least 3 listens before you find it.
No, I just that one song and that I ain't like the hook on too much. It was is that fucking Rumble fucking song.
So
that
was used on the video game. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was yeah. But it was just the beat, but the beat on there, and when he was spitting, like I didn't care for the hook too much, but I just like the
last one was good. Night the City Cried. That one's pretty good. Check that one out. You'll like the beat on that. You know what I mean? Maybe
I bought this CD.
Cuban Links 2 was sick on the low. That shit didn't get no acclaim, but I like that shit.
Well, that's because it was 25th anniversary of their shit. That's why they was only doing Iron Man and Cuban Links.
Yeah, Cuban Links 2 wasn't bad. That was decent.
Yeah.
They had that Catalina on there. They had that fucking Kiss
was
the Rain.
throwing darts like that. I forgot. Was it poison darts or something? Fucking, I forgot.
They did Heaven and Hell. They did Poisonous Darts. They did that.
Yeah, there you go. Poisonous darts.
They're all on
that was
Poisonous
fucking
Darts. Jizza, Face, and Ray were all
Yeah,
on.
that was a dope ass track.
They did Fast the Blade. That was pretty tight. They did a lot of shit, man. You know what I mean? It was just dope because they all came and did their own single set, and then they all came out and did their, their triple set, and then it was just, Ray and Face because, they held close. But it knocked. It was live. Security wasn't out there tripping out, acting stupid. You know what I'm saying? They were being cool. The fact that everybody in there was vaccinated, I think it made it a little bit more relaxing to some folks. All I know is it was a place basically you could stand around with no mask. You didn't have to really worry about it too much. I kept my shit on because, what I'm saying, I take care of moms-in-law. And, what I mean? I don't want to have to bring, because Delta, it doesn't matter. You get, you get the shot, but you still can get Delta. So,
yeah, you get all that shit. You get the regular
Womack
shit.
Started, man.
I even looked
at the regular shit too.
I even looked at the homie when he tried to pass the doobie to somebody else. I was like, dude, what the fuck you doing? Give me that shit.
Yeah, them days are over.
I don't know them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know
them days are way over.
You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely definitely going down.
The most you had to worry about was getting fucking herpes.
I got my fucking booster shot when I went up in that shit.
So yeah, I gotta go get my booster soon. But still, I'm not sharing a doobie unless you my close family member, friend kind of deal.
Shit, even if, bitch, you better get your crutch. Make your own fucking crutch.
I'm rolling with crutches, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Get your fucking crutch. I don't give a shit.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. It's getting
all right. Yeah, late. It's fucking late. My wife's probably pissed. Fucking take too long. And I come on here late.
Rolling with the crutch, bro. Rolling with the crutch.
No, I'm talking get your own shit, like OG fucking matchbook fucking crutch. They fucking rip the matchbook and fucking roll it. That's what I'm talking about. Like
contact, right? No
yeah,
contact.
nothing. Even with you, motherfucker. Shit, I'm fucking.
Shit.
All
right, well, let's get the
fuck
fuck
like
out
back
of here.
in the day. Shit, I wish, but no more.
Never gonna be the same again.
No, not at all.
We hit our 3-hour mark, fellas.
Yeah, we're done.
Make that tracks.
Let's get Ghost.
Shit.
Stay talking about the day. We just Niners on ours.
For sure.
Ready for it.
That's it.
Do it.
All right, right on for coming on. It's always a pleasure, man. We
yes, sir, brother. It's always
glad we got to talk a little Wu-Tang too. That was nice.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
What's up?
Always talking Wu once in a while.
All right, well, Mac, break it down. Break us out.
All right, y'all. So, that being said, thanks for doing this. Give us a like and subscribe, please. We changed our name, so we don't give a fuck no more. Honestly. So you can find us over at Instagram. All right, we at Gold Dirty Bastards Podcast. That's gold_dirty_bastards with the what bitch with a Z, not an S. _ podcast. And then you could also find us on Twitter, and that's at Gold Bastards. So hit us on the fucking Twitter. And Shmoney, you probably long gone out of here, but you got to hit us with your info so we can send you our shit.
Nah, he said he don't want it. He said he's good. He said he just likes watching the show. He said he ain't trying.
We can't even give this shit away. Look at that. Ain't that a bitch? All right. So fuck. Anyway, yeah. So that'll do it, man. That's it. See y'all next week. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cellwall coming out, fucking showing us love and shit, getting on the show.
Shout out to Ray for coming through with the cold ass concert tickets. That was ill. Came through with that shit.
Shout out to Doomzilla, because that's what Doomzilla does. Once in a while. No, I'm just fucking around.
All right, let's get out. We out.
All right,
peace.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right. Got y'all on the other side.
Peace.